Can't let a day go by without saying thank you, for everything you've done. Can't let a day go by without saying thank you, for everything you've done.
We're live.
Whoa.
Hello, hello. What just happened?
We are out of focus.
Ooh, what's up?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it inside.
Making me look bad.
Right. But is that the only one you
Let me
want?
close that.
Because 360
Let me close that. My mic on?
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Cool. All right, so we have a custom here today. Kinda a Gladiator, but not a Gladiator. We have a 4080 Super with a 7800X 3D, with a B650A gaming Wi-Fi. So we're really going all out for the white build here today. We have the newer Lee power supply, the Edge 1000. It is a platinum power supply. If you know anything about this power supply, it actually also has USB control on it, so we can connect a little USB hub to the motherboard, and it works directly off this power supply. It is also L-shaped, if you can see that. You'll get a better view of it later, but it is literally L-shaped because all the plugs now flip to this outer L, and it is why cases like the O11 Vision and the O11 Evo RGB have a recessed power supply bay is because of this guy. So it helps it just have a little bit more room in there, not get in the way of cables. It is really nice to work with. I actually just built with one of these yesterday, and it was amazing. Loved it. Such a cool little power supply, such a cool idea. But we'll definitely need a lot more USB, so it's good that this thing has those, because we also have infinity fans that we'll be connecting. We have streamers for the whole ordeal, and then we have the Galahad right here with the LCD, so we have a nice little screen on it. That's all going in the Vision, so you guys will see how awesome this build will look just then. And I might see the only downside of doing streamers is that you have to use the cables for the power supply, but which you guys will also see later, power supply cables on this power supply are literally custom cables. They don't get any cleaner than this power supply. I compared them to actual white custom cables we have here. It is the same threading. It is the same stuff. They have all the combs on it, but it'll look really good. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. After this, we have a Peltast, I believe. That's what we're doing next.
Peltast is next.
We have Peltast in white, but with orange cables, so that'll pop. I'm excited for that one. But let's get started. I will move my Galahad here. We'll need that in a second once we set up the motherboard. I'll pull up stream so I have chat right here. Papa, is this yours? Welcome, Papa. I didn't even mention our storage. We have a 4 terabyte storage device, a Kingston Fury Renegade, so plenty of storage. And then we have 32 gigabytes of 6400 speed Trident Z. The Neo RGBs. It has an Expo memory kit, so that means when we apply our DOCP profile, the memory will be able to communicate with the CPU and overclock correctly. Have more stability system. I think that's up. Welcome. We get to see greatness unfold. I feel like the downside of not building your own PC is that you don't get to take up all the plastic stickers.
The plastic, yeah.
The satisfaction from that is never goes away. So
Feel like a kid on Christmas.
That is not for us to disclose. At least I don't. Is it?
Yeah, it's up for Papa. If
It's up
he
for
wants to
Papa,
talk.
yeah. Papa is.
Say how much he paid for this. I actually
Should say.
it doesn't even say on the spec sheet, so I couldn't tell you.
No. Usually it does.
Yeah, usually it does, but this is a 4080 build, so
4080 Super. All right.
Yeah,
let's not
4080
downplay it
Super
over here,
and-
Brad. Sounds like your dream card over here, and you downplay
I'm
it
just-
to.
Big Bird is asking for a price, so the 4080 build, so it's not $1,000.
This is definitely not entry level. That's for sure.
Yeah,
This is
more high end.
this is definitely high end. Got the best like
Uh,
gaming CPU out there right
I don't even know the price, Papa. Doesn't say it on your spec sheet. But I would guess with everything, probably around 4,000. I would think,
Yeah, give or take, really.
give or take a couple $100. Yeah, this thing's gonna be doing some gaming. That's for sure.
Just don't tell Mama. Papa, is Mama gonna get mad at you? Does Mama know about this?
Well, some of these parts, Big Bird, are not on the configurator, but you could probably get pretty close.
Yes.
Some of these things, yeah, like the power supply for one is not on the configurator.
But you could
Uh,
still get like 1,000 watt
Yeah.
similar.
Yeah.
The power supplies on the configurator do say which ones of them are PCIe 5. So you get, if you're getting a 40 series, you will get that 600 watt connection. All right, I want to take.
Oh no, you're good, Dan. I know what you were doing. I just wanted to give the warning that some of the parts aren't. I couldn't get like a 1-to-1 comparison, but they can get close. It's like my gun collection. You just don't ever tell them the exact price. Pretty close.
Just a couple $100.
Yeah, it's a couple
Just a
hundred.
couple hundred. And then a couple hundred more.
Yeah, it's a
And
couple
then maybe a
hundred,
little bit
double
more.
hundred,
And
You know?
I need the red dot.
Yeah. My wife hates every time she opens the account if PC parts or gun stuff.
A monitor,
Yeah.
a chair. That's funny.
Yeah, I just bought myself a nice keyboard. Nice gaming keyboard now. And a lot smaller. It was only like $100, so it's not like it's. But it sounds so nice.
Click clack.
You know? It's like
Hey,
You have
you
to
need
hear-
that when you're like bargaining with kids in that
Oh, yeah.
marketplace, you know?
the click clack.
Yeah.
Click clack, the gun's coming out. Let's throw a video. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I don't know.
Mhm.
It sounds creamy though. It's weird to say something sounds creamy, but it does. It
Like
sounds
buttery and like
yeah.
satisfactory.
So and it's my wife is getting tired of my old one because it was especially when I'm playing WoW or when I'm playing WoW, buttons. Yeah, so this one's a little bit quieter. So that's why I did it. I realized this past weekend that the Corsair keyboard that I have is 10 years old this Christmas. had that thing for 9 years,
It's working.
and it just still working.
Working like a
amazing.
champ.
I've even spilled water on it. Like, thing still works. No problems.
You don't make them like they used to.
But yeah, the new keyboard is
Like Gorilla Glue 9 in
Yeah.
between
yeah, right.
each layer.
But like it's a smaller one. I think they call it like a 75%er. So it's like big.
Sure, yeah.
And I think like one of the ones we have out there.
Okay.
And it's super heavy. It's an aluminum body, so it's solid and it doesn't move. It's really nice.
You throwing your keyboard around?
Huh?
Throwing your keyboard around?
Now it won't. I was before with the Corsair.
Am
Wasn't
I
heavy.
doing? What am I doing? Am I doing the shift on this? I don't know. How many fans are spec'd into the build?
7.
Then I'm not doing the shift. No shift. No shift.
Well, 7 extra.
Right. Well, we need to replace the fan in the cooler. We need to put three, on the,
okay.
3 on the bottom, and then we'll put 1 on the exhaust.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm still gonna keep the Corsair around just in case I ever need like a backup in case something dies or something. But-
Yeah. I brought my backup here.
Oh yeah.
My Razor back there.
Oh, that's yours.
Yep.
Okay.
The good old Black Widow with its classic RGB issue.
They had one. I've always wanted it. It came out years ago. But each key had its own LCD screen on it. It was super expensive.
Dude,
but you
I
could
got.
customize each key. So like for reload, you could put like a bullet or something on
Oh, that's
there.
cool. Or like depending on what game you're
Yeah,
playing,
depending
it
on
had,
what
like
game.
a profile.
Yeah, it would load up a different profile, and yeah, it was so cool.
It was fun.
I don't know. I feel like if you're looking down at your keys when you're playing a game, you're probably playing the game.
Playing the wrong game.
Yeah, it's one of those things where
You probably aren't doing well.
Yeah, yeah. It's one of those things where it looks cool, but the practicality of it just not there. So Valkera, Ken says, "Hey guys, happy Hump Day."
Happy Hump Day. I miss those commercials.
Hump Day.
The giant
Yeah.
llama.
Camel.
Yeah, why did I think of llama?
Camels, llamas, they're kind of the same.
Thanks for the save,
Kind of.
though.
Yeah. I'll support you. Camels and llamas are the same.
You ever think something like your brain compares two things and like they have no similar, like a llama and camel, like they spit, but like other than that, they have no other similarity. Like, do you mix other things up like that?
Yeah, sometimes.
One an example I have is for some reason I could be looking at the color white, and my brain's like yellow. That is yellow, and I'm just like, wait.
I do that with left and right all the time.
See, that I don't, dude.
Yeah, no, I fully intend to say, yeah, turn right here, and I'll just say turn left. Pretty much if I'm giving directions, like if I'm riding co-pilot in front seat,
And don't get me started
My
on my
friends-
co-pilot.
my friends just, I've told them, like, if I say right, just go left. Like, I mean the opposite 95% of the time.
Alright, noted. Don't take a road trip with Brad.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's
or
what GPS is for.
yeah, listen to the.
I'm not GPS. Alright.
Like when you ask someone like, "Can you tell me when the next turn?" And they're like, "Yeah."
Yeah,
And then like it goes by and they're like, "Oh."
yeah, that was it.
And you're like, "What?" Like.
Alright, Warren says I've been upgrading my gaming rig lately. All I have left to upgrade is my processor. Nice. What processor are you running right now? What's up, Jackal?
Jackal.
What are the specs on this one? Here is the parts list for you. Pretty sweet. Did I say hi to Ken yet? I
don't think so.
don't know, but what's up, Ken? What's up, Volcara?
What up? Welcome. Custom.
Good thing my PC isn't old, so if you upgrade, then I'm good for a while. That's the nice thing about PCs. You can always throw in something new, and
It's super modular.
yeah.
Especially like a case like this, there's so much you can do with it, and it's just so nice to know that like you can do that, especially nowadays when technology is becoming like more and more locked up by certain manufacturers. Like they just harder to swap things out, and it's just harder to even upgrade anything. Like the new Xbox, it's like, all right, you added more storage to it, but I have to buy a whole new machine for more storage to the base console. It's just like that stuff. Like you can't, and if you want to, it's super expensive to add like their proprietary, like Seagate. Is it? I think it's proprietary like SSD, essentially. So it's just interesting. And like I have, I got like a $40 little USB expansion for it, and it's like you can't play certain games on it because it's the hard drive itself, or the little like 2.5 inch is not fast enough for these new games to even like download and load and play correctly.
Yeah, I tried playing Cyberpunk on a hard drive. It was like a year or so ago. Oh man, I didn't even.
I'm surprised they let you.
It took 3 minutes to get to the main menu. I loaded up the save, and I waited 10 minutes, and it was still loading. And I'm like, okay, this isn't happening.
It's not even worth. I'm not even laughing.
Yeah, I'm not even. I just uninstall it.
Yeah. It's looking good already. I think so. And if you don't think so, please. So like the 10 viewers.
Yeah, just draw a line in the sand.
That's it.
If you don't think this looks great, get out of here. Oh, you got an i5 right now? Nice.
I was
bad. i5s are pretty good. Yeah, the next thing I'm upgrading is going to be my graphics card.
I want to get the A3 with the wood panel. I can fit everything of my build in it besides the motherboard. I'm okay with that. So I can
Get a new one?
just get a smaller one.
Yep.
I really, 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 really want the footprint to go down on my desk.
Yeah, you have a fucking hole, isn't it?
Yeah, dude, I have one of these guys. I mean, like, they're beautiful cases, but dude, they're big.
Do you have the Vision? Oh, okay. Do you have the Evo? Did you upgrade to an Evo?
I have the OG Evo, yeah.
Okay.
I started with the 011, and then I was like, 011's cool, but the 011 Evo's cooler, in my opinion, and got that, and now I'm itching.
Just looking to spend money.
No, kind of, no. You don't say it like that, then I'll never do it. You know.
I am so looking forward to it. A GPU upgrade, man.
40 series is easy.
I know.
So I had 30. I know what you're talking about, where it kind of like hiccups.
Yeah.
It just blows it out of the water.
And like I'm playing WoW, and like there's times when my frames drop down to like 40.
Isn't WoW CPU though?
No. Yeah, no, they have like DLSS shit and stuff. I don't think it's.
What?
Hmm.
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 What do we got going on over there, Red? What are we seeing?
It's saying it's more CPU intensive. But I have the 800X 3D.
Do you have Adrenaline downloaded on your machine? The AMD Adrenaline software. Even if you don't have a Radeon card, there's proprietary AMD drivers that you can only get through Adrenaline.
Oh, I don't know if I have that.
Which it could improve it slightly. Nothing like
Yeah.
monumental, but like.
So I know I have the AMD temperature software.
Yeah, that stuff's really good.
That's not Adrenaline.
No.
Then I don't have Adrenaline.
No, AMD Adrenaline is its own thing. Even if
Okay.
you have a GeForce thing, it can be really good for your AMD.
Interesting. Okay.
And just you can do a lot more monitoring on that.
Okay.
And there's some like game boost settings
Mm-hmm.
to mess around with, see if it helps out.
So that should be able to max. I have like WoW set to like level 5 out of 10 for graphics.
Yeah, you
and
should
I'm
be
still
able.
getting like
You should be able to tank it.
that's what I would think.
Do the same shit. Like
Yeah.
you should be able to do it. A good way I tested out the CPU was I went to Minecraft. I went to see how many chunks I could load because that's all CPU bound.
And did you get a boost when you downloaded Adrenaline?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah. It's more smoother
Okay.
than like the choppiness
Yeah.
that you can get. Because I know WoW has a lot of pixels
Yep.
going around on
Mhm.
it. It looks really good, but I would look into that. And dude, Adrenaline is so quick to download. The drivers install super quick. It's just a good like refresh for your.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking about reinstalling Windows for sometime soon. Just because it's been years, I think, that I've reinstalled Windows. Practically filled up that 2 terabyte hard drive.
Really?
I have no idea what, because I constantly uninstall games if I'm not using them or playing them. And I still have only like 3 gigabytes left. I'm like, oh, what the hell is that? I'm really considering downloading a and trying to game on Linux just to get out of that the Windows. What do they call it? Atmosphere or hemisphere or whatever. I don't know.
Can't be tracked as easily on Linux.
What?
Can't be tracked as
Exactly.
easily on Linux. Not that you're trying to hide anything, but it's just nice to know
Yeah,
that you aren't being like constantly monitored.
yeah, because with all the Windows, the Copilot, and all that stuff, it's just they're using my data. So I pay them money so that they can monitor my data and usage, so they can train this AI that they're gonna make more money off of. And it's like free training for them. I don't know. I think I should be compensated if they're gonna use my data.
That's why we don't sell data here.
Exactly.
Not fair.
Exactly.
The only terms and conditions to be found on our website is literally under the warranty tab. That's it. No checkbox you need to. I've read the agreement. Sign your soul away.
Yeah, we do have that privacy policy pop up. I think it's required in some states, but it's all automatic.
It's still just like
It's all-
within our tab.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't do anything. We have a privacy policy that you can read. Maybe I'm thinking of the cookies.
Cookies.
Yeah, I think there's a cookie pop up.
There's cookies. I love cookies.
I love cookies.
I love refrigerators. Please add that new comment.
Oh yeah,
Like when we're halfway through the build,
yeah, yeah.
it's all coming together. I watched that movie this weekend.
Oh, did you?
You cannot tell me. Not a class.
I love refrigerators.
I think I've only seen that once.
You need to rewatch it like now that you're a little bit older. Because it's just such a different like
Is it? Okay. Volcara says, I'm ready for fall season, tired of these heat waves.
dude,
I
preach
about
it to the sky. Make it stop.
Yeah, it should start getting cooler next week.
It
which
literally is
I'm-
all
it's
we
all
drop into
sunny.
60s this weekend and then it's just like low 70s.
Yeah, finally.
I was telling Drew back there, I was like, it better stay. Or I'm gonna go crazy.
No, just even walking back there, sometimes it's just you start sweating.
I'm sorry.
Oh, they've changed it already.
Lower?
No, now Sunday is 80,
What?
Monday is 76, and then it drops into the low 70s.
How did it change so much?
Dude,
No, I need to see this.
they change it like every 2 hours. I don't know what's going on.
How does it change that much? Who's doing the maths out here? I see rain in the forecast though.
Monday, right? Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. We need some rain.
Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday.
Oh, that's what yours says?
You know, better.
Mine's the National Oceanic something. I don't know.
Yeah, what radar is it? Yours?
NOAA.
What model is it?
The NOAA. I don't know.
You know your weather map? I don't.
I only have it for Monday. Thunderstorm.
Let's see. Let me close the app. We'll go back into the weather app. It's important. Please hold. Weather is an important topic on this stream. If you guys were not aware, Brad and I talk about the weather at least once every stream.
I mean, what else are we gonna?
It's the Midwest, dude. It's like one of the core subjects. We had that like super huge storm that came through last time. All I saw was people standing outside. They're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
finally something's happening around here."
Not much else going on around here.
Oh, the corn's moving in the fields again. There it goes. Dang, it's so pretty. Ooh. Wake up.
I'm trying.
Wake up. Wake up.
It's a little too late for me to have an electric bed, otherwise I would.
Yeah, dude, that one last night had me wired.
It lasts a long time. It lasts like
It had
7
me
hours.
locked. I went home, I whipped up, they were like whipping up dinner. carne asada quesadilla with garden jalapeno in it. I know. I made some
Sounds good, man.
veggie minestrone soup to go with it. It does not get better than that, folks. Come on. Let's all be honest with each other. Don't take a photo of me. No flash photography. Stop.
Going on the story.
No flash photography. Do I have enough thermal pasta for this venture, folks? It's an absolute crime you're not on top cam right now.
Is it a crime?
Yeah. Crime to the masses. Hold.
Papa Wars says you can probably put these together blindfolded. Probably pretty close.
I'd be interested. We've talked about doing that actually. Wonder how. And maybe Brad could like give me some verbal, like left or right, and then but other than that,
Oh, that would take forever.
I don't think it would. Do like a little auxiliary.
Yeah, maybe not.
Little hoop loop. Right. Language. Leaves.
Watch your profanity.
Watch your profanity.
I love that that's from Storage Wars.
Oh, is it?
Know your meme. Dude, it is.
What?
He's like live camera. He's like opens the doors like holy shit. Like he's like freaking out. Like other guy that's with him is like, "Oh, profanity."
Oh man. Storage Wars is such a.
It's scripted sometimes, but who cares, dude? It's so
It was funny, but man,
It's like brain rot.
yeah, it was brain rot. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Dude, that was like perfect cinema. You had like Storage Wars going on. You had Mythbusters going on. You had the Discovery Channel going on. You had what was that? What's the European car show? But
Top Gear?
Top Gear, yeah. Top Gear, all that stuff going on. Prime time television.
I miss Top Gear.
Top Gear.
World Tour or whatever, the one that they started on Amazon, just isn't the same.
Really?
Yeah.
They
I've
probably
tried
have.
watching it, but they can't do it too close to what Top Gear was, otherwise BBC will consume. So they have to try to like change it. a
I
little
hate
bit.
that. Just let the they're the people of Top Gear.
Yeah.
Like they should be able to like that's just who they are.
Yeah.
Like you can't.
And I remember when Amazon first approached them, I know they tried to buy Top Gear from BBC, and BBC said no.
Why? They aren't doing anything with it. Except still milking it.
I think that they were just trying to stick it to those guys.
Gosh. Jeffrey Bezos did it. Watch that Rings of Power show.
Oh yeah, how's that?
Did you watch the first season? First season was
I heard it wasn't that good.
debatably okay. Britt's saying it wasn't that good. I understand. I've not seen season 2. I hope season 2 is well. It's like good. Because one episode they just started singing, dude.
What?
I just turned it off. I skipped the episode. It didn't even matter. The recap told me everything I needed to know. Like broke out in the song. I was like I like musicals and I like songs, but like not time or place to do it. And I was just like, Weird. It was weird. Sometimes. I remember I used to be so like terrified of working in a build like this. Now it's
Why?
like- It's just a lot, you know. Wanting like if you don't know what you're gonna work with, it's like that's the daunting fact of it. Like, okay, how does all these fans work? How is it all going to go together?
Mm-hmm. That makes sense, I guess.
And then especially like when I started, I knew nothing about how to build a computer. Yeah. Worked on my Gladiator computer, and when I say worked on it, we tried to replace his CPU cooler, and we ripped his like Intel CPU out of the socket.
Oh shit.
Not good. Worked though.
I mean, that's one way to do
Nothing got damaged. We didn't damage. It just came out. We were like, oh.
it.
Thanks, Papa.
Yep. Okay. You saw it.
Oh, I saw it. I'm ready for Papa. Let's go. Another control box will need. I need my other set of fans. See the new Venom trailer?
The new Venom, yeah, looks good.
Looks like they're trying to set up, I don't know, Venom. With Null or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm ready for that.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield's rumored to be in Venom, which is pretty cool.
What?
Yep.
So it's gonna be his Spider-Man? Love his Spider-Man, dude.
Maybe, who knows? And maybe they'll do the transfer again, but I know Andrew Garfield is rumored to be in the new Venom movie.
Don't even say that. But I heard it's also supposed to be like a huge movie. Like they're going multi-dimensional again with all this stuff.
Yep.
So I don't know, dude. It looks like a pretty good movie.
We'll see.
Like I hope that Sony doesn't mess it. I hope Sony doesn't like do the Sony play,
Yeah.
as in the money play, like because they know. Well, they own Spider-Man. That's the only reason why they haven't given it up. Because Spider-Man is what makes the money every
Yep.
time they make a film about it.
Yep.
But then Marvel got screwed because Marvel wanted to set Spider-Man up to be like, you ever had Spider-Man?
Mhm.
Like Ground Zero with Spider-Man. Like no tech, no suit. So
Yeah.
it's interesting.
Yeah, we'll see. I wonder if they're gonna do Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire
Again.
and Tom Holland in Secret Wars or whatever. One of the Avengers.
I've heard that Spider-Man is going to play a huge role in one of the future Avengers movies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how someone would know that, but
Well, the fourth movie is set to come out in 2026.
yeah, between the two Avengers,
Yeah,
that's yeah.
so that's awesome, and I believe they think the villain is gonna be Craven.
Craven. And then
That would be
Noel
cool.
could go up because Noel's also a Spider-Man.
Yeah, yeah.
I wonder if he'll get the symbiote.
I wonder.
and
Well, I
then go
wonder
after
if Null
Spider-Man.
is gonna play a role in like Secret Wars or something.
Because they alluded to the fact of Venom wanting to like go to Spider-Man in that end credit scene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Who knows? I'm just here for the ride, man.
So screwed, dude. They just cannot stick
Well,
to something.
I've always thought it was so funny when, like, the audience or the consumers are telling a company, "Hey, we want this. This is what we like. Do this."
This would be
And the
so cool.
Yeah, this would be so cool. And the company's like, "Nah, you want this? Well,
You
we'll
want
make it."
Madam Web.
Nah, you don't want that. What do you know? You're just the consumer.
You want Deadpool? Here's Madam Web.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's always so funny.
you want Gambit?
Nah, you don't want. You don't want
Yeah.
Gambit.
Ms. Marvel, everybody.
Yeah.
Or Thor: Love and Thunder. Here you go. Did you guys just love how funny Thor was in the last one?
Yeah.
It made him even funnier. They're so dumb. It hurts.
But yeah, it's just.
I'm not even a
so many
writer, but
companies do that shit.
you look at the comics and you're like, why didn't they do this?
Yeah, just make this. You have this as your source material.
Like, I
Yeah,
understand, like, Fox, Sony, Disney all had their Marvel, like, they were all separate, but now that things are kind of worked out, now they're just all being
Mm-hmm.
stick it to who. That's why it's hard for people like, I don't know, that wanted to make Deadpool, this shit gets shut down.
Yep.
So. More
Yeah,
leaks. More leaks.
Exactly. Like that's a good example too, because like that was just a prototype and it got leaked Comic-Con or whatever.
Yeah.
And everybody loved it. Everybody's like, holy shit, this needs to be a movie. They did it and then they made a fuck ton of money.
Yep.
It's like, hey, maybe the consumer actually kind of knows what they enjoy.
I need a second. These guys are onto something.
And they did a good job with Sonic too. Remember the original Sonic?
Oh my god. Dude,
The
I've seen
horror show
people,
that
like-
was.
Yeah. I see. What's this recent movie that's coming out? Forgot what it was. People are like, we can bully them. We've done it before. Like, we did it with Sonic. We can do it here.
What movie? I know what movie you're talking
Yeah.
about. They came out. And I'm like, no.
Recent too.
Yeah.
Borderlands.
Oh, it might have been Borderlands.
No, Minecraft.
Oh yeah,
There's
yeah.
a Minecraft trailer, which someone created in Minecraft animation style.
Yeah.
Looks so fun.
Yeah.
People are like, this is just what we wanted.
Yeah.
Why is Jack Black Jack Black, but in a blue shirt? It's not even Steve.
Devastator says, howdy guys, how's it going? I have a build being done by you guys soon. Hell yeah, dude.
What is welcome to stream.
What's going on, man? What kind of what build are you getting done? And Valkyria says Gambit, yes please. Marvel better make good on a Gambit solo film.
Feige said he wants to, but what he told Ryan is that he doesn't know where to fit it in right now, or like Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. It's not gonna happen anytime soon.
Probably not. Not until after the
Whole war
Avengers.
stuff, yeah. Gambit would be sick.
that would be really, really cool. It's a 4090 7800X 3D, mostly Corsair parts. Hell yeah. That's gonna be a monster.
Oh, Brad wire though.
Nope.
Ah,
Ew.
opposite day at the stream table.
My back is all sweaty now. That's no
Thinking
good.
about wiring a Corsair build.
Yeah.
I know.
Broke into a cold sweat. It's gonna be your
Flashback.
first PC? Oh, dude.
Dang,
That is an awesome first PC.
that is.
Not gonna lie.
I'm kind of jealous. I'm not gonna lie. That's a.
Yeah, people up above us are a little loud sometimes.
I am happy I don't have to hear people walking above me.
Most of the time, it's not so bad. Then every once in a while, it's like they're playing fucking pickleball.
We probably are. You can put it past those guys.
I've been debating on a 4K monitor or a 3440 by 10 or by 1440p curved monitor, and I'm not sure what's better for gaming and less stress on the computer. So they're gonna be about the same amount of stress because the ultra wide 1440p is basically the same resolution wise as
Might be like a
A
couple
4K?
more pixels, but
yeah, it's
nothing.
they're almost the exact same. So it really just depends on what you're looking or what games you're gonna be playing. Between a new Asus 32 or an ultra wide LG. Yeah, so it really just depends on what kind of games you're gonna be playing. Are you gonna be doing like esports, that kind of thing? Hey, that's 4080.
Super, Brad. Don't forget it.
If you're doing like esports stuff, I would definitely go like 1440, the 1440 route. Maybe not an ultra wide, because you can get more frames with just like a normal, and with like a normal 16:9 2K monitor, and strategy type games, single player. Okay, yeah, then really it's up to you. Yeah, do you like the wider view angle, or do you want just better? How to say it? Do you have any input? I feel like I'm drowning here. My brain's not working.
Your
right?
eyes looking up to me were like. Oh. I agree with everything Brad has said. And I plead the fifth.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for the life save. Immersion looks fun. Yeah, so I don't know.
What is immersion?
Immersion? Like getting immersed in a game.
Oh yeah, dude. The craziest screen ever used is a regular screen, any sort of glasses, and I was playing Borderlands. It was 3-dimensional.
What?
It was a prototype. It was when we were at PAX. Guy came up to it. I was literally actually I took a piss next to this guy. And he came up and was like, "Hey, I have a question." I was like, "That's weird." So I was like, "Okay." And then we talked about pulling out his laptop. There was some like specific screen on it. You could see, you know how they like, use darker colors to make it look like there's 2-dimensional detail, but it was actually learning the game, and it made this game or the like doorways 3-dimensional with texture, and it came out to you, and you're holding the gun, and you could like still shoot and everything. It was like you could still easily use it. That was the craziest screen I've ever used.
Huh.
But I don't know where they're at right now. I hope they're doing well, but that tech is, it already exists. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. They just cannot get it commercially.
Oh, I will say, there's some games that don't support ultra wide.
I was gonna say that too. Yeah.
So there's a possibility if you get the ultra wide that you'll have 2 black bars on the side of each of your picture of the game. It's up to you if that's bothersome, but I did want to point that out. So not all games support ultra wide.
Yes, there's this.
Yeah.
I need
But
scissors.
like a good 4K monitor, like the Dell, like Dell's 4K is freaking awesome.
Talking about Bradsky?
Monitors. Someone's asking about monitors.
Corsairs Xeon 4Ks.
We could do those.
You were getting some of those.
As it been looking at the 21:9 aspect ratio as well. Is that ultra wide?
I think it is.
Yeah, I think so. Oops, that's not how you spell monitor.
Right.
Oh yeah, these are just ultra wides.
Getting hit with the dyslexia.
Yeah.
Brad's on something today, dude.
You hear the one about the dyslexic agnostic?
Yeah.
He lies awake at night wondering if there's really a dog.
Bro, what should I make tonight for dinner? With 2 chicken breasts. I can get more stuff. But I need to cook some chicken breasts.
Chicken tacos.
Good. Chicken fajitas.
Chicken flautas. I love how we all want Mexican food.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been Mexican food all week. I love it. There's a really good instant, you know how a lot of those instant rices are filled with oils and stuff? There's a good one that's Spanish style. All you do is put the tomatoes in.
Hey, how was your tamale from the tamale truck?
Dude, that thing was great. You guys should have gotten one.
He's coming back Friday.
Is that what he said?
Yeah,
He said he'd roll through Friday.
I want chicken. You better have chicken this time.
All he had was pork, he said.
Dude, that stuff was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
I had no cash. I would have bought. Because he said it was 2 for $5.
For
Yeah.
fi- and
I
then
would have bought 2. But I had no cash.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask the guy to think right.
Yeah. I was thinking about it, but I'm like, he's selling it out of his truck.
I think he does, dude, but I don't know if he's able to keep $2 from the food truck with a credit
Yeah.
card.
What's up, Vic? Hey, we got a raid from Vic.
Vic,
Yeah,
thank
dude.
you. What is up, everyone?
I have the Asus 32 ROG Swift with the 480 hertz mode,
We're building.
locked up for $9.99. That sounds pretty cool. The OLED, dude. OLEDs are really nice.
Go to side.
OLEDs, the picture quality on those OLEDs, man. Those are great. Let me link up the Dell one, because the Dell or Alienware, sorry, Alienware monitor.
That's the one you're using.
Yeah, it's super nice, and it released this year at CES, and it was labeled as like the best gaming monitor you could buy. It is. Believe it's this
I can't wait to get it.
one. OLED. Yeah, I believe it's this one.
You gotta try it. An EV. Electric Bev, dude.
Bro,
Just take a sip. Just crack it up and take a
I
sip.
tasted them. They're great. I can't drink that much caffeine. I won't sleep for a week. Wow, life, baby.
Yeah, check that one out. Who's that? Devastator. Yeah, check that one out. Yeah, I have a Dell, 27-inch.
Dude, get Adele.
Dude, get a Dell. Dude, you're getting a Dell. Man, I miss those commercials. Those are so iconic.
You remember about when there was like a huge controversy that the Dell guy got busted with weed?
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, that's how old Dell is. There,
Yeah,
there was a huge controversy that the Dell guy got busted with weed.
I remember that.
You see this today? They made a specific cutout just for streamers.
Nice.
Oh, did they
I
really?
didn't even realize. So it lines up with 40 series. Thanks, Lee and Lee.
Dude, Liam Lee sweats the details. That's what I like about him. They sweat the little things.
Ah.
Told you that would happen.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh, I missed.
Yeah. Nice throw.
That was a warning shot. Didn't miss.
Fire warning shot
Yeah.
across the bow.
Yeah.
What was that? Is that Spaceball?
Yeah, cross
Fire
her nose.
warning shot across the nose.
Then across her nose, not a bit.
Right.
Comb the desert.
Man, we ain't found shit.
So how should I prep the chicken? Should I just like slice up the breast into like chunks? Like fillet it or butterfly it, fillet it. Fillet
Have
it.
you made like chicken fried rice ever?
Yeah, that's probably
Because you can literally throw anything you want in fried rice
yeah, it tastes.
and it tastes good. That was my meal of choice in college because rice was cheap.
I have a bunch of jasmine rice.
Fried rice,
Fried rice night.
chicken, peas.
I've got peas, I've got chicken, I've
You
got
can do corn
corn.
even.
I love throwing corn in there.
Yeah.
Carrots.
Yep, carrots.
Some of it. And just have that tonight.
Slice the chicken really thin at an angle, then marinate it in some
Soy
soy
sauce.
sauce while you're cutting up the other vegetables. And then what I always did was I threw the chicken in first, cooked it, took it out,
And it's
throw in the
saute.
veggies, saute it, throw in the rice, saute it,
What do you use, like soy sauce and anything else?
just soy sauce and salt. Some salt. Yeah, when I make it, I don't do anything crazy. I just use.
Yeah.
I haven't made it.
Oh, great. What do you mean by slice it thin? Like, so like butterfly it and then slice it even thinner? Or
No, keep it as a whole breast, but cut it
Oh.
at an angle,
multiple.
like you're
So like if this is the
like
breast,
cutting it like this. Yeah,
like
yeah.
off the top layer.
Or so
We're
this
culinary class at Alexander PCs, everyone.
this is the breast. Cut it like this.
Oh, so like you would like a
Yeah,
potato, like
Yeah, so it comes out like bigger chunks,
Like a
but
puck.
it's still thin.
a thin puck of
Yeah.
chicken breast. Kind of like how you cut like a steak. Like give it a long,
Yeah, like a
long
nice,
piece of steak
like
and then you-
nice long steak, and you
Sure.
cut it at an angle,
Yeah.
or like a roast or something.
Yeah.
Do that.
Alright, we're getting places with that.
Thanks you guys for the feedback and the awesome customer service. Highly recommended to me in one of my Discords. Hell yeah.
Oh wow.
Of course, no problem, man. That's what we're here for. This is a labor of love. So
I love refrigerators.
I love refrigerator.
So this is our little USB port for here's the power supply. I actually meant to show. If you guys have never seen this power supply, this is the L-shaped edge power supply by Lean Lee. We have all of our main connections right here that you would find on your typical power supply. But on the side where you'd normally find these ports, we actually have USB control. So I can connect it to the motherboard here, and then we have 4 extra ports. I definitely need it for this build because we have a lot of USB devices. So we'll probably end up with 2 left in the entire build, which is awesome. So if they ever add anything with USB devices that connect with this connection, they can easily do so. But yeah, super cool power supply. I'm a nerd for it. I don't need to connect my wires ahead of time because we have that nice L shape. So I can just actually throw it in and install it. A little bit pricier than your typical power supply, but it is platinum rated. And it is meant for this case. Lean Lee, we have Lean Lee everywhere in the build that we really can. We have the cooler, we have the Lean Lee streamers, we have the Lean Lee fans in the Lean Lee case. Lean. Bye, Liz.
Yep.
Chicken butt? Chicken butt?
Oh, nice. Friday? What about Friday?
I get her.
Oh, you got her?
I get her.
Yay.
Need to go pick up my puppy.
Puppy? Puppa dog?
My
Got your puppa dog?
big puppy.
Good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Glad that was easier than.
It was too long. And unfortunately, he knows. But plus side, he knows.
Yeah.
It's like.
Yeah. You too. See ya.
too, Liz.
All right, Marcus. Yeah, Jacob will probably be the one building it. So when you come across a Marcus W, that's Devastator.
Marcus W. Little W. Bush. That's Bush. Bushy. Where is my other CPU cable? Brad, did you take it a gun?
I needed a snack.
You can't.
Do what I want.
Think.
You heard me.
Now you got me thinking of fried rice.
Good day for it. I don't know why, but
My time stopped changing.
oh. You too.
What about me?
You have a good one.
Thanks, Liz.
See you in the morning.
Yours wasn't genuine.
I'll be here first. I'll see you in the morning.
Why will you be?
I'm just like that.
I doubt it because I have to leave early tomorrow. So
So do I. Be in here at 3.
I'm leaving here.
No, I'll be here at 3.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah. See you then.
Oh,
I'll have a couple of pots of coffee rolling.
you better. At 3 in the morning.
Who does she think she is?
Yeah.
Ooh, I love this power supply. When I first saw it, I was like, "There's no way that's just gonna cause like more room. Like, that's not gonna work." And anything. It only works because they do this. If you see right here, like this is the PSU shroud, and it comes out of the case. It's no longer flush. It's the only reason why it works. Alright, I'll try to show you guys. I need the room.
I can push it aside.
Oh,
Make it easy.
spoil me. Can we see it?
No.
I don't know.
You gotta turn it. No, the PC.
Oh,
There we go. Now
all right. You see it? Look at that. And then we have this. This is my USB signal. I just hooked it up earlier. And that can go there. And then now this will work. This is my other CPU. And then it's just as easy as clicks in really well. Very awesome. Casual W by Lane Lee. Brad, if you don't know what W means, it means win.
Oh, I thought it meant Wednesday. Casual Wednesday.
It's a W for Wumbo.
Yeah.
It's first grade, SpongeBob. I Wumbo, you Wumbo, he, she Wumbo. Sorry, my only useful trait is that I know movie quotes or show quotes. It's kind of where I'm at in life. I can make something funny for 5 seconds. Hey, remember this? No. Okay. Do you know my reference? No. And it's all right. Or what do you say? Nothing. Just nothing. No. Stop asking. We're almost done here. Now it's just connecting all the dots. So, see, look at these. Look, they have combs on them. Come on, you can't beat that stuff. I need to remind myself that people don't build computers, so something like that's stack, isn't it? And they're okay. Sure, man. I mean, I kind of like the 4080 a little bit more, but. I wonder what toilet has flushed the most amount of turds.
Here? Or just
I know what toilet that is, but talking about in general, there is one toilet in the whole world that has been pooped in the most. We just don't know which one that is. You know what crazy facts?
Interesting.
This is gonna blow your mind. You know the plastic smelling. You go to a pool and everything. You smell chlorine in the air. You know, people are out you're having fun. It's nostalgic and everything. That smell only exists because of the mix of ammonia and chlorine in the water. It means you're smelling the reaction of people's pee in the chlorine.
Oh, why'd you ruin pools for me, man?
Watch this guy. He had a full chlorine, clean chlorine water, and then we had one other one just with a little bit of pee in it. He's like, it smells like a pool.
How long does it usually take after your build is done to send them out? So this one, we'll start programming it and testing it, and as long as everything is good with it, it'll ship out tomorrow.
Yep. We'll test it. We'll program it. We'll say no to all the invasive. Can we track your information from Microsoft? That's not cool. Literally, they have an ink tapping setting that they're you mind if we just track your keyboard?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
This is called malware.
Malware? Legal malware?
Yeah.
So yeah, we take good care of it. You know, we treat it like if I was gonna give this to like my brother or something, you know, like treat it like how we would treat it for any family member. At least I do. I don't know about Brad, but that's why we don't let Brad program. Brad's like, you son of a bitch. It
Like,
finally makes sense.
Call me out on stream, man. Not cool.
Alright, so now we got all of our cables connected. I could turn it on. The fans wouldn't spin though. So we want to get that working. So,
Do you want to do a will post?
yeah, go for it.
Alright, guys, in the top of Twitch chat, this is will it post and have everything work. That means fans are spinning, lights are on, and we get the post light. Good way to earn some channel points. And, yeah, you can
You guys
play
ever?
songs like this, or sound effects.
Damn!
Or whenever we do giveaways, you can use channel points for extra entries.
Yeah. Devastator asks, do you guys have any virus protection programs you recommend? Anything that's been proven worthwhile? The only thing that's been proven worthwhile is Windows Defender.
Yep.
Windows Defender, back in the day, was not good, and everyone was like, get Norton or something, you know? But it is so good now, and it actually works better with the operating system itself. Thank goodness, because usually a lot of antivirus right now can just cause issues with games, with anti-cheat. Sometimes you'd have to completely disable it to even use your computer at some points.
Yeah.
Like I totally like respect old school, like, you know, you need that stuff to protect you, but now like the hardware is so robust and Windows is so much more developed as a software that it really has proven itself to be more of a contender.
Yeah, I would not waste any money on antivirus.
Yeah, don't spend your money on one.
Not worth it.
I can tell you, I have plenty of tech tickets where the solution to their issue was uninstalling or removing any third-party antivirus software. It was conflicting so much with the machine.
Oh, Kaspersky, is that the one you're thinking of? 'Cause I use Kaspersky too.
Is it good?
Kaspersky was really good.
Was or is?
Was.
Oh.
Yeah, I had Kaspersky and I had. Oh man, what was the other one? It was like, I don't remember. It was like Node 32 or something.
I'm interested to see if this power supply shows
Eats
up in
that.
Connect 3.
Eats that.
Suck guys. XPG's taking the travel thing off. ESU travel and starters. And putting a USB-C front panel jack.
Ooh.
That's what we need to do.
It's like they listen to us. It's like they listen.
Almost done here. We have. That's another camera. This is the strong box. Yeah, I'm interested to see if this power supply reads anything, and I don't know why it would, but. I don't want this to spoil my build. Brad.
Right there. do it right there.
I can do it right there. But
If you think that's a good spot for it.
stop. You're doing that thing again.
I don't know, man.
Nah, we're gonna put this in the bottom. Yeah, see how they see how short these cables are? I'm not gonna mess with that. I could put it on the door. Can we put it on the door?
Door it. Door.
Should I door it? Door the Explorer it? I can put it on the door here, or I can put it underneath here. All these cables. Both will be fine. There is no like, I don't know. Is there a preference to you? It's not a preference to me. Papa? Papa? Is that you, Papa? I want to get Aldi to sponsor the stream.
You wanna what?
I want to get Aldi Superstore to the stream.
Aldi.
I love Aldi.
Use code APC for 5% off your groceries.
At checkout. Use APC. Use APC.
I missed that. What'd y'all say? Wife talking.
Oh, Papa, if you're talking to Mama, that's okay. It's okay. I can't do this seriously. This is just where your control box is going for all these wires. I'm just gonna put it right here. Okay, Papa. But you go ahead and talk to Mama.
I need to leave. I don't feel safe.
Well, I'm HR, so. Okay. These extra wires I'll give to you down here. Let's turn this thing on. We did the Willet post. We have everything connected. Ooh, that was my hip. You hear that?
Yeah.
Getting old, boys. Don't turn my age.
I'd love to turn your age. I'd love to return to your age.
Ta-da!
Stop.
Oh. Right. Right. How'd you like photos of that new case today, Brad?
What was it there?
How'd you like the new case with the lights in it?
Oh, I like it.
I like it more when it's filled out.
Yeah.
I was worried about the diagonal bar with the fan lights on. I think it actually looks cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it. I like it more than I thought.
I do too.
And actually, like I looked at it like 3 or 4 times throughout the day while it was back there getting tested and
Yeah.
everything.
360 rad support, dude. It's not the light.
That's wild to have 360 rad support in the case with that small of a footprint.
Right?
That's why I want it. 'Cause all I need to change with my build would be the motherboard.
What do you do with your
Hang it.
you on the wall?
Yeah.
Just hang it right on the wall.
Yeah.
What artwork did you get?
Second Titan.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Pretty sick, dude. I was looking at it last night. Sit there, stare, ponder. Makes you think, no?
Wow. Papa 2 was that your build, Papa?
Yep, this is his build.
Papa.
Word. That's a clean build. Done by Young
Thank
Jay.
you, Papa.
Done by Young
Happy,
Jay himself.
happy to provide anything for Papa.
Better call Papa. Well, that's Papa John's commercial.
Dude,
Well,
I gotta show you something in a second. But we have another video. We have not a video. We have another build coming up. So I'm gonna move this to the side. and we'll continue with it.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
It's not exactly clear whether they even truly exist or could be shown to in the physical universe. If they do, if one day physics finds a use for them, that's great. But if not, that's great too. That would mean that we have, with this brain, a tiny thing, a septillion times smaller than the tiny planet it lives on. Discovered
What was kicking?
something
Vanilla ice. Oh, no. Yo, man, let's get out of here. Word to your mother. Remember that, Brad? Are you old enough for Ice Ice, baby?
Yeah.
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 All
My
right.
dad tore the Achilles dance for that song.
What?
Or on the dance floor at a wedding.
Dude.
Just breaking it down.
Vanilla Ice got him.
Yep.
Got him.
So
Got him. He did the Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
Comparing it to Chili's. Chili's. Aaron Rodgers is going to be the MVP of the NFL this year.
You think so?
Probably not. But if ever there was going to be a 40-year-old dude that would have an MVP season, it would be Aaron Rodgers. Just to spite,
because he
just to spite
fucked
everybody.
himself up last year.
Yeah,
Okay,
like the
right?
fourth play of the game, he like fourth play of the season, he like whacked a like tore his Achilles. Tore my Achilles, Brad. Serious injury. Serious injury, man. All right, we should. Is there like a timer?
Let's see.
Because like the key for me when I stream is more worky, less talky.
More working.
More worky, less talky. Sorry for the little station break there. I'm a lot shorter than Jacob. So we had to adjust the position of the cameras to accommodate for my lack of height. Actually, I'm not short, really. He's just a freak.
Just all, yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely not tall. I'm average, mate. I'm average. I'm just barely tall enough that I'm not short, but it's cool because our desk goes up and down. Woo. Slick. Slickety slick slick. All right. How is chat today? I haven't streamed in a while, Bradsky.
Yeah, it's been
It's been a
month
few
or two.
weeks. It's been a couple. I don't know. It's been a month. Might have been a month.
I think it's been at least a month.
It's been at least a month
Yeah.
since I've bludgeoned you guys with my presence.
I don't remember what.
Since I've graced the stage.
I think the last time you streamed was when we were asking Chad if Biden shat his pants
Oh yeah,
when he got out of the
that was a
car.
while ago.
That was a while ago.
That was a while ago. A lot's happened since then, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to stay away from politics today, though. I'll just get upset. I hate all of them. Politicians and diapers should be changed frequently for the same reason. The Robin Williams quote, I think, right? Wasn't that Robin Williams that said that?
It might have been. It sounds like something you'd say.
Politicians and diapers should be changed frequently and for the same reason. Oh, shit. True story, bro.
Let's see. Who's
For sure, Robin Williams said that in one of his like stand-up bits.
They're saying it was Mark Twain.
Mark Twain. That sounds like a Mark Twain thing.
Yeah.
Mark, dude, you know who was a G? Freaking who's the writer that lived down in Key West? It
Oh,
was like a serious drunk.
he's at Sloppy Joe's.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I want to say Charles Dickens, but I know that's wrong. I remember the Bob and Tom bit about the Dickens cider. They started a cider brand called Dickens Cider.
Oh.
They cut all these like commercials for it or whatever. Like, can't wait to get my Dickens cider. NSFW. Comedian stuff. Funny. You can't laugh.
Ernest Hemingway.
Yeah, Hemingway. Dude, Hemingway was like a badass, dude.
Was he?
Yeah, he would like drink and fight and like,
Jesus.
you know, bro was a man. Like, yeah, I wouldn't have messed with Hemingway, dude. Like, Hemingway's house is in Key West, and it's like part of the weird little bus tour and stuff. Though Denise and I used to go to Key West every year, back before we had an entire basketball team's worth of children. Whatever.
A quick question for you. How do you feel if I took an 8 a.m. phone call at home tomorrow?
If you want to,
Okay. It's just with Royal. It's
Yeah.
not another thing.
it's fine.
Oh yeah, he wanted me to tell you to reach out to him.
Yeah.
I forgot to tell you.
I was like, dude, like,
Royale.
this is the first time I've gotten on the machine to talk to him. I was like,
Yeah.
it's just been crazy. So,
Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese.
yes.
You know what they call a quarter pounder in France?
Grand Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese. You know what they call a cigarette in Britain?
Yes.
You've been
Yeah.
banned from Facebook.
Yeah.
That's what they call that.
Watch a Twitch thing.
Yeah, okay.
You've been
That was With James Earl Jones.
Steve-O. That's what they call a cigarette in Britain. You've been banned from Facebook. Oh yeah. What is it? Wednesday?
Yeah.
Wednesday. It's Big Wednesday. Big Wednesday stream today. We're getting caught up on life here at APC's after like just the worst supply chain snafu in like recorded history. Coming up for oxygen. Dude, where's the microphone? There it is. I'm looking around like, dude, where's my car? Remember that movie?
Yeah, that movie is hilarious.
Dude, where's my car? Oh, we had a customer that kicked in the glass panel on his 011 the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
On purpose?
No. Like, spidered the panel. And he emailed us, like, with a picture of it. He's like, I'm so stupid.
Oh, man.
We sent him one. We just charged him for shipping. And then he went on Google and he left us a good Google review.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I responded to his Google review. I'm like, literally everyone that works here has busted an 11 panel. Literally every single person that works here has busted an 11 panel. Guaranteed. Like, for sure. But yeah. Busting the panel in your 11, dude. Womp womp. It's like every technician that has ever worked here has busted an 11 panel. At least one. Some of us have busted more than one, Brad. Some of us who shall remain nameless. Josh broke a case panel, I think like the second day he worked here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Josh holds the record for the fastest panel breaking. Josh holds the record for the shortest time being employed before breaking a panel. Let's see. Alex broke panels. I don't know. I don't think anyone has ever not broken panels. That's worked here.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think everybody has done it.
Didn't Jacob break one by dropping it like a centimeter?
Dude,
Was that the
I
one?
was standing right by it. Standing right by it. It was on a fractal case.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
And yeah, he dropped it like, bro, he literally dropped it like that far. It was a half an inch. And like
That's
it
wild.
was in the old shop. And the corner of the panel hit the concrete at like the exact wrong angle. And the whole panel just went. He was like, yeah, that actually happened. That was a thing. That was wild. I was standing right by him. I saw the whole thing happen. And I was like, yo. That was just one of the many wild things that have happened here down the years. Stay still. Like Scorpion, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Get over here.
Dude, I remember that game causing so much of a ruckus because
Yeah.
of how violent it was. Nothing compared to what we have now.
Yeah, and then then it was, I don't know. The one for me was GTA, where I was just like, man, I saw some videos on the internet of like 8-year-olds playing GTA, and I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, your 8-year-old doesn't need to like pick up a hooker and then like that's just
Yeah.
not 8.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's me being a FUD.
No, I think, yeah, I would agree with that. I feel like most people would agree with
I don't know,
I would
man.
hope.
I feel I'm officially at like FUD age now though, where I'm like a total FUD about some stuff. I know, because I have a lot of kids too, and I don't want my kids involved in riffraff shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad enough that they're growing up around me. Luckily, their mother is a much better person than me. That's why I married her, dude. Well, and she's hot, but to be honest, I would have never been able to hook up with a chick that hot again. So I just married her. Like, I can do this forever. I've had to assure so many people over the years, like, you know, no, I swear, like, I didn't like kidnap her. Or, like, it's not Stockholm syndrome, bro. She really loves me. Like, you know, how dare you insult me like that? I mean, I understand how people can draw that conclusion. They look at me, they look at her, and they're like, wait, what? Real? He must be rich. Joke's on you, I'm poor. Like, joke's on you, man. I'm poor too. Ah, I just got mad Riz,
Yeah.
as the kids say now. My Riz is like 10 out of 10, bro. Which is good because my actual looks are like 4. I'm a 6 on a good day. I had some chick block me on Twitter the other day
Oh yeah.
because she was like posting some like, oh, this is me living my child-free best life or whatever, and which like I don't care. Kids, but if you don't want kids, like, cool, bro. I feel like that's something you should probably like not be lukewarm about.
Yeah, right.
Like, if you're not sure, don't do it. You know, not a puppy.
Yeah.
Like, you know, which has always kind of fascinated me too. Because like, you guys adopted a dog, right?
Well, we didn't adopt, but yeah, we bought.
Like, you know, can you like imagine? Like, I mean, you know what the screening process is like to adopt an animal?
Oh yeah, it's great.
Bro, yeah, they run your credit report. Like, they send somebody to your house.
Yep.
Like, you know, if you want to adopt a stray cat, bro, it's like an act of Congress. But you can just have as many kids as you want.
Yeah.
like there's no vetting process.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you want 8 kids? Like, get at that. But you know, if you want to like adopt a cat, it's like, slow down there, mister.
Yep.
You know, it's one of the things that I find weird about society. You know, act of Congress to adopt a dog. Kids, many as you want though, bruh. For real.
Yeah.
like, wait, what? I mean, whatever. Just one of the many, many things I don't understand about the system. But yeah, all gravy. Doo-doo.
Have you checked out the new WoW?
No, Winkler's been playing it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Winkler's been playing. Well, I just don't kind of play anything anymore.
Yeah.
I have too
there's-
many.
There's
Did
so
I
much
mention?
stuff to do now.
Did I mention the 5 children? Like,
Yeah.
no, I'll never be bored.
That's
You
true.
know, dude, I
That's
spent
true.
2 hours last night, like, sorting and categorizing Pokemon cards. Like, for real. That's the kind of stuff you can do when you have as many kids as I do. You can, like, get involved in their hobbies with them.
Yeah.
Alexander is now running cross country, which is like, woof. Now I have to go run so that I can like run with him. He came home from like some like school thing one day. He's like, "Oh, William and Eli are gonna run cross country. I think I'm gonna run it too." And I was like, "Okay, buddy. Like, you're gonna run? Like, on purpose? Like, I mean, you know, okay. All right, buddy, I'll support you as best as I can. Like, not have like getting into running on my 2024 things I want to do list. But here we are. Pleased to report, I can now string together 3 like 12-minute miles, which is not impressive at all. But for a middle-aged fat guy, bro, it's not that bad.
That's more than I could do.
Like, what up, you know?
I think my fastest mile was when I was in like 6th or 7th grade, and it was 9 minutes. I was really happy with that. Never came close to it again.
Dude, 9 minutes is like actually running.
Yeah.
And,
Well, I was actually running in high school too, and I was
yeah,
12 minutes. But
it's not. I mean, 12 minutes is like jogging,
yeah.
you know? Like, I mean, that's my pace right now. Like, right about 12.
Yeah.
That's a jogging pace. But it's like not screwing around. It's actually moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 5 miles an hour.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right.
You know, 5 miles an hour is like moving, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's not. I mean, it's not fast for people that actually run, but like, I don't consider myself people that actually run. Like, you know,
Yeah.
my fastest 2 mile in the army, I think it was like 11:30 or something like that.
Oh, like for total?
Yeah,
11 minutes.
11 something 2 mile. I was hauling though. That was running, baby. I think the first thing I did when I got done with it too was probably smoke a cigarette. Those were the days, bro. When you just like, you don't realize when you're like 20 that like just being 20 is like a superpower.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
you know, like, what's your superpower? What do you mean, what's my superpower? Bro, I'm 20. Like, I can literally be at 2 a.m. and then at 6 a.m. I can run 8 miles. Like, can you imagine trying to do that now?
Yeah, right.
Like, I mean, it's not even an option. Like, it's not, you know? I remember being, like, out at the bar at, like, you know, 1 in the morning, like, getting back to the barracks at, like, 1 a.m., and then you're up at, like, 5:30 running at 6.
Jeez.
Like, yeah.
Papa
Right.
Two Wars says, been there, done that.
Yeah, it's
He's
insane.
an Army alumni too.
Army alumni.
Yeah.
Was your MOS there, Papa? I went to the Fort Benning School for Wayward Boys. I never got away from Fort Benning, man. Everything was Benning for me. Spent my whole time in the Army at Benning.
Well, Kara says, as good as running is for you, I'd rather not ruin my knees.
I mean, I can get behind that. As good as running is for you. Running's not good for me, bro. I'm convinced. I'm convinced that running is not good for me. I mean, it's fine for anyone else. But I do not enjoy running. I'm not a runner. I'm not built for running, dude. I'm short, and fat. I got a small, you know, I got a short stride and it's not, you know, I don't know. I'm built for not running. You know? Built different.
Yeah.
I'm built for like eating taco dip and
Yeah.
watching one hand football.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm built for. I'm built for taco dip and football games on TV. That's what.
Papa says 13B.
13 Bravo. The heck is a 13 Bravo? 13. 31 is Camo, I think. 13. What's 13? Is 13 Mortars? No, 11 Charlie was Mortar. I was 11 Bravo. 11 Charlie was Mortar. I don't remember.
Artillery.
Artillery. There you go. Sounds like a good job. good gig. Sounds like artillery. I have no idea what it's like to be in the army. I was in the army and I have no idea what it's like to be in the army.
He was a cannon crew member.
Cannon crew member. Dang, bro. Sounds like it'd be kind of cool. Ran into a guy at jiu-jitsu the other day that was a retired 18 Delta.
What's an 18 Delta?
That's a
What's SF?
special forces.
Oh,
That's a-
okay.
That's a for real Green Beret guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he beat my ass. It's like a purple belt.
Damn.
Yeah.
It says coming with being in 13 Bravo comes with tinnitus.
Tinnitus, yeah. Shot goose rounds at the range one day with no ear pro. That was really stupid. That was really stupid, man. I had no ear pro. I like shot. We're shooting like goose off rounds, and that was a bad day. That was a lot of. Whatever. Loud noises. Right? That were me being a dummy. Couldn't help it, man. Kind of dumb. I barely even remember, like, a lot of my. I remember, like, the dudes that I did stuff with,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't remember, like, what my, you know, like, if I had to, like, somehow get back to, like, where I used to live in the barracks and stuff like that, like, there's no way I could, like, navigate there. I don't remember where to go.
Is it just because it was so big and
I mean,
or is
just,
it just-
I think it just, things don't look like they used to. You know, they've built new stuff or, you know, whatever. I drove through. I mean, I lived at Fort Benning for like 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
and then I drove through there. We had a customer down in like South Georgia. That was, you remember that like giant orange and blue water cooled machine?
Yeah.
Yeah, so our client that bought that machine lived down in like South Georgia, and there was no way we could ship that thing, so I had to deliver it.
Yeah.
And see you, Drewski.
See you tomorrow.
And so I had to deliver it down there to him. And I drove through Fort Benning and like, dude, nothing looked the same. Like, I drove out by like where Ranger School is, like 4th Ranger Training Brigade and all that. Like a lot of that looked the same. But like everything on main post and everything, way different. Didn't know where I was. Like, then like airborne school used to be the reference point for everything. You could see the towers, like like the jump towers that they drop you off of when you're training.
Oh, interesting.
And like, yeah, I couldn't even find those. Like,
Oh, wow.
yeah, it was just a lot more like built up
Mm-hmm.
than I remember it. But you know, it's been 20 years. Like, you know, if you went back to like the town you used to live in 20 years later, like,
Yeah,
you know,
things.
probably like
things
a ton
change.
of, yeah, I mean, a ton of stuff would be different.
Yep.
Um,
Papa said towers were fun.
yeah, that was. I don't know. I don't really remember airborne school very fondly. I don't remember it like as being bad.
Yeah.
I just remember it as like one more thing we did. I remember Tower League being like boring because you would like, you know, you can only drop one person at a time off the tower,
Yeah.
and like, you know, you'd have to stretch out the canopy around the ring, and then there'd be one guy that was the pole man, and like you had to hit the hole on the apparatus that went up the tower. You'd have to. Everybody, I remember standing there like chanting, "Hit the hole, pole man, hit the hole," and like, you know, like that's what you did that week, and I remember it being like agonizingly boring. Like your actual, like, you know, when it was your actual turn, it was probably cool, but I don't even remember like my first jump or anything. I just remember it was super quiet once you jumped out. Like, whoa, it's quiet. I don't know what I was expecting,
Yeah.
but that was the sensory input that like hit me. Was like, whoa, it's really quiet. It's really quiet out here attached to this parachute falling towards the ground. Whatever. Everybody's mileage may vary. Couldn't get away from Fort Benning though. All my schools were at Benning. Everything. Got stationed at Benning. Couldn't get away.
Karen says it's not even called Fort Benning anymore.
No, they renamed it because Fort Benning is like some kind of Confederate name or something.
Oh.
Like Fort Bragg isn't Fort Bragg anymore. It's Fort Liberty or something now. Just making everything politically correct. Rename all our military bases. As if we don't have like more important things that we could be working on. You know?
Yeah.
Like we're worried that like the name of some base might offend somebody. That to me seems like a reason not to change it. Like, you know, maybe
Yeah.
I'm just a contrarian, but like if somebody was like, I'm offended by naming a military installation after a Confederate general, my response to that would be like, well, then you need to toughen up. Like if that genuinely bothers you, like you're looking for something to be upset about.
Yeah.
Like you're looking for something to complain about. Like you're a whiner. Shut up. Like, you know, you're whining. Like I don't have time for you. You're whining. Go away. You know what I mean? Maybe
Yeah.
I'm just like a douche. I don't know, but I mean, it's
Fort Polk is still Fort Polk. Fort Polk to me.
Fort Polk. We did a jump at Fort Polk one time, and it went sideways. Like a whole stick of jumpers ended up in the trees. That was a bad.
Did you ever land in a tree?
No,
No.
never. I landed on the runway. That was bad.
I remember you telling me
I
about
landed
that.
on the runway at Fort Benning. That was bad. At Lawson Army Airfield. That was poo-poo. Felt like Debo and Friday. You got knocked up. Like,
Papa said, what year did you do your jump at Fort Polk?
2000 probably, I would think, if I recall. It was for fixed wing bilat training, I think, for like SOSOP or something. I don't remember.
Hmm.
Some dumbass thing we did. And we went to, like, I think we did rotary wing bilat at Fort Campbell.
Hmm.
I don't remember. Probably blocked a lot of it out. I don't know. Probably like 2000 or something. I don't know. I went to airborne school in 1999, I think.
He said-
99, I think.
He said, okay, way after me. What unit?
Third Ranger Battalion. I was 375 the entire time I was in the Army. We did not PCS. Once you were there, you stayed there until they got rid of you. Or you PTS. We did not PCS. So I was one permanent duty station my whole enlistment.
Papa said, "Hell yes, thank you for your service."
Service was a pleasure and a privilege. I wouldn't give up the experiences and stuff for anything. But I definitely would never go back. This wasn't for me, man. You know, this wasn't. Like I did my enlistment, and then like I deployed, and then right after our deployment, I was getting pretty short, and I just decided it's enough for me. I wanted to come home and be dad, and Erica was like 2. Erica was like right about 2 at the time, and yeah, it was just time for me to be home, and you know, whatever. It was cool. I'm glad I did it. I've you know, no regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets. Hashtag, I have to say hashtag no regrets.
Yeah.
No regrets, no regrets. Yeah, man, it just, I don't know. Wasn't, I had intended to be a career guy when I went in. And then got, you know, I think like, I just wasn't that good at it either. Like that was part of it too. Like, yeah, dude, there were guys that I worked with that were like real badass. It's like for real. You know, I had to work really hard every day just to like not get kicked out for sucking. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I had to work really hard every day just to be like almost average. Like, you know, there were like a lot of dudes that like were faster than me and, you know, just better at that job than me. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just there were a lot of dudes that made better Army Rangers than me. And cool, proud to be associated with those guys, but I am definitely not the gold standard and Army Rangerness. Yeah, that's not. You know, whatever. Like I did what I was supposed to do. Hung in there. But I was very, very unexceptional. I was not the best at anything. Wasn't even good at anything. Honestly. I would say I was not bad. Like, and I would say that is probably the most complimentary thing you could say. Is that I was not awful at it. I was good enough that they didn't kick me out for not being good enough. But I would say that I was very marginal with my skill set at a lot of things, where there were guys that were really, truly excellent. A lot of those guys, dude, are on some next level shit. Like, you know, the guys that stayed in for life and like did 20 years in special ops and shit, like those guys are the real ones, man.
Papa says again, thank y'all so very much for the build. Can't wait to get her in.
I got to pretend to be one. You know, it was fun, man. Like we did a lot of fun you know, fun, cool stuff. And it was like, you know, stuff that probably like almost nobody gets to do. But also, how are we doing on time?
It is 5:05.
5:05.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be done with both of these builds by 6 o'clock. Come hell or high water. Roll. I'm gonna roll through these babies. Where are you? You're like the pole man. Hit the whole pole man. Ooh. There we go. There we go. Man, it's hard to see back here sometimes. There's not a lot of light back here.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, my eyes also aren't that great anymore. My eyes also aren't that great anymore. What is that noise? Do you hear that?
Yeah, the clicking.
That like click, 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 click,
Yeah.
click. Sounds like a little water dripping. You hear that?
It's like, is it the desk shaking?
I don't think so. I don't know what that is. That's gonna make me crazy. Crazy is a short trip for me sometimes. Crazy can be a short trip for me, Brad.
Have a good one, Papa.
See you later, Papa. Always good to build a PC for a veteran. For a salty Army veteran. Like myself. Not that salty, though. I'm happy. Happy I served. I was marching for free college, Brad. I was marching for free college before it was cool. Bernie.
Yeah.
I was marching for free college before the Bernie Bros did it. Ha. Ay, ay, ay. Are you a football guy, Brad?
No, not really.
No?
Never got into it.
I'm playing fantasy football this year for the first time in a few years.
Oh yeah? How's that going?
I suck. So it's through like Yahoo Fantasy Football.
Yeah.
I was graded an A+ draft. I had the second best draft according to the AI out of our entire league. Yeah, but I'm 0-2. My team sucks.
Oof.
And yeah. Slumlords are slumming it, baby. My team, the Slumlords.
Oh yeah. Are you playing with people you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother's the league commissioner.
Okay.
My problem is like I'm a Bengals fan and like I draft players that I like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I drafted T. Higgins as like my number 2 wide receiver, and he has not played a game yet this year. Put these cable combs on backwards too because I was talking instead of paying attention to what I was doing. I think I might be like ADD, Brad. Brad's like, you think? You think? I think I might be. I think I might be like ADD, Brad. Yeah, I suck at fantasy football. I like playing though. It's like gambling if you're too poor to gamble.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, get in a fantasy football league where it's like a $10 league for the year.
Yeah.
You know, play all year and then somebody wins like $70.
Bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a trophy. We have a traveling trophy
Oh,
for
yeah.
our league. I was in the league before and I retired. I retired from the league actually the year I won the league. I was like going out on top, bitches.
Yep.
And then I stopped playing when Eleanor was like 2. And then I was away from fantasy football for a long time. And then finally, somebody else left the league. And my brother was, because I was saying like I would come back and play again
Yeah.
if there was a spot. And my brother was like, nobody's left. And it's a very like stable group of people.
Yeah.
And then finally somebody else left the league. So my brother texted me, he was like, you want to play fantasy this year? I was like, yeah. And now I'm like 2 weeks into that. And I'm like, you know, in the words of Taylor Swift, should have said no.
Yeah.
Me and T Swizzle, dude. Should have said no. Should have gone home. Should have said fantasy football stupid. Because it is dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
It
course
totally
it's
is.
stupid. But it's the most American thing ever. Like, you know, I want to pretend to own a football team.
Yeah.
Draft a bunch of players. You work for me now. You work for me, Brett Favre. You're on my fantasy team. Whatever.
I won
I'm good at it. I like it. It's fun.
2012 season.
2012.
Yeah. That's when I won.
You're overdue, bro. It's been a while.
I haven't played.
What's going on, Brad?
Haven't played in
What's going on, Brad?
7 years, I think.
7 years.
Well, my problem is I would always forget to set my lineup.
Yeah.
So then I would end up having like a team that's full of bye weeks.
Oh,
And I would,
I've done that.
it's just like, I don't care anymore.
Like,
I can never remember to set my lineup.
I mean, if you can't remember to set your roster, it's probably time to quit.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
obvious.
basically just a body.
It's obviously not that important to you, Brad. The rest of your league was probably like, yo, we got Brad this week. This
Yep.
dude's like, that's a W. Half a homie's team will be on his bench. Like, what
Every-
up?
Everyone except for my sister, whenever I would,
Yeah,
she would always lose to me. No
Oh,
matter
really?
no matter if I set my lineup or not.
that
It was
crazy.
hilarious. Oh yeah. She's like, I try so hard.
Yeah,
You don't do anything.
you don't need to do anything. Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it sucks to suck. I don't know what to tell you.
Look at this talent. I'm just a naturally gifted fantasy football manager. Obviously. Obviously, I'm a gifted and talented fantasy manager.
What's up, humanity?
Humanity. Oh, the humanity. Oh, the humanity. Alright, now, I'm gonna have to remember on this case, Bradsky, this little doggy right here. Get out of there. Get out from under there. Get out of there! It's like some hillbilly shit right there.
Get it.
Get! You get! Get on out of there, you! You get! Go on, get! You ever have anybody in your life say, go on, get!
No.
No? Clearly you never lived in Kentucky.
Nope.
Missing out, bro. Had a great childhood, dude. I remember, like, just... Dude, everything I remember about being a kid was, like, fun. I literally, like... And I, you know, and, like, I was a nerdy kid that got, like, fucked with in school and stuff a little
Yeah.
bit. When I was in, like, elementary school, like, you know, I was, like, the little smart kid that was, like, nice.
Yeah.
Which is like the trifecta for getting fucked with.
Mm-hmm.
He's little, he's smart, and he's nice. Well, that sucks to be him.
Yeah.
You know, like all good things, you know, and then, but it's misery when you're like a second grader.
Mm-hmm.
But then life got good. Like, but I remember like other than not liking school, which I think I just didn't like school. That was also part of it. Like, today they'd be like, oh, he has ADHD. Back then they were like, yeah, he'd rather be fishing.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be here. Now they'd be like, put him on Ritalin. Like, he can't pay attention. Yeah, because he's like 7. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, dude, he doesn't want to sit in a desk for 8 hours a day. Like, ooh. Terrible.
Yeah, right.
Let's medicate him. It's like the most normal thing in the world to me for like an 8-year-old to like not want to sit at a desk for 6 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm the crazy one. But it seems to me like an 8-year-old not wanting to sit at a desk for hours upon hours upon hours would be like, you know, standard for an 8-year-old. Like, I don't know. I had a hard time paying attention. And I was like, yeah, dude, because like I already know what 7 times 7 is, bro. like you just need to tell me that once and I'll remember. Like I don't need to hear it like the next 17 times. Like, you know, I don't know. And you could only move as fast as like the slowest kid in the class.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem right there. Like slowing everything down. Billy has to hear it again. Billy. But I remember being kids was like the coolest thing, dude. You're just like out in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I remember when I was like little, it's willow tree in my backyard, and my mom would sit out there with like a bandana in her hair and her feet in a little kiddie pool, sit in a lawn chair with like a Virginia Slim ultralight menthols hanging out of her mouth. My brother was like sitting there on a quilt with a Tonka truck. Like, those were the days, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like whatever. Everything got more complicated after that. I could have just stayed there in the sandbox for life, dude. Like, you know, I wouldn't have been sad about that at all. I'd still be there. I could still be there in the sandbox, like running around with diggers and shit,
Yep.
like making volcanoes and building houses that were unbeknownst to the residents in grave danger of getting struck down by earthquakes imminently. Like immediate, I just got this house. I just remember being a kid was cool, man.
Yep.
Had a happy childhood.
The thing I think I miss most are summer
Summer?
days.
Dude, summer used to take forever. You know, you just
Summer break, man.
felt like you had
Yep.
like an endless summer. Fishing, going to the pool, doing all the cool shit with your friends. Like, felt like you had her in summer, dude. Now it's like, whew, you're like,
Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah. Right. I can't believe it's almost fucking October.
dude, I asked my dad one time, like, why does time seem to move faster as you get older? And it was like a totally rhetorical question. And then he like gave me the real answer. And I was like, like, the real answer, for those of you who might be wondering, is like, imagine you're 10 and a year is 10% of your life. Now imagine you're 40, a year is no longer 10% of your life. 2.5% of your life.
Yep.
So it seems it's relatively less of your life, so it seems like it happened faster. That's the real answer as to why time goes faster as you get older.
Yep.
Sorry.
All perspective.
Sorry to ruin that for all you guys. I got a new poster at my house,
Mm-hmm.
and it has like 4,357 little squares on it. Did I tell you this?
No.
So it has 4,357 little squares on it.
Mm-hmm.
And every week you color in a square, like a visual representation of how long your life is likely to be.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so you can like see it filling up, and like that's how I stay motivated to like keep doing shit that I don't feel like doing. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm like running out of time. Like, you know, it's how I'm like keeping that sense of urgency.
Yeah.
You know, my wife hates it. I told my brother, I'm like, isn't that cool? He's like, dude, that goes a little hard. Like, that hits a little too hard.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm kind of young, bro. Like, I don't do subtlety. I don't excel at subtleties. Just whack me. Just hit me with it.
Humanity says, what is that custom graphic on the PC? That is part of the, what is that, the XPG logo?
XPG, yeah, that's XPG's little tribal logo. I don't like it.
I don't care for it either.
I'm not like, I mean, I don't think it looks bad. But yeah, you're talking about this here. That's XPG's branding. They're the ones what make the case. Like that.
And then do you think more about the future, or do you think about the future more than the past?
That's interesting, man. So I was a history major in college. I like history, and I do think a lot about the past, but what's funny is I kind of think about both of those things simultaneously. Like, I think about like what happened in the past that parallels what's happening right now, and how is that going to impact the future, if that makes sense. And I think that like things like inflation and the size of government and stuff like that like have way too much mind share with me. Like, I spend way too much time like thinking about like how we can't afford our government and how we're like debasing our currency and shit like that like no one wants to talk about or think about or whatever. And like, I don't know. And it's funny because they say that you should never talk about like politics or religion, which are literally like my two favorite topics. So I'm like the guy no one wants to talk to. Because like all the things that because I follow politics like religiously. But not because I have like a team necessarily. I follow politics probably like a lot of people follow like sports. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In that I'm very I'm just very interested in it. Like I'm totally like engrossed with and fascinated by how I mean, currently it's how this crop of animals got in charge of everything. Like on both sides of the aisle, like God almighty, look at our current like government and stuff, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, this is legit the best we can do, like woof. But yeah, I spend way too much time like thinking about politics and religion and like happening, like, I lay awake at night sometimes, Brad, and like worry about what happens when I die.
Yeah.
And then, because I'm not, like, I'm pretty IQ intelligent, but I'm probably not, like, super EQ, like, emotionally intelligent. I'm probably not, like, super intelligent EQ-wise. My wife is, like, probably the most emotionally intelligent person I've ever met. And she's just completely unbothered by, like, anything that she doesn't have complete control over. It has, like, 0% mind share with her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, so I asked her one time, I'm like, what do you think actually happens like when you die? And she's like, you mean when you die again? And I was like, excuse me? What? And she's like, yeah, you've been not alive before. For like, most of history, you were not alive. And I was like, word. Unassailable logic, right?
Yep.
So she's like, yeah, you've already like been not alive. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, yeah, it's like that. And I'm like, oh. And she's like, yeah. So you don't worry about this? And she's like, do you remember how terrible it was last time you weren't alive? And I was like, no. And she's like, yeah, it's like that. And I'm like, damn. She's just completely like not bothered by this at all.
Yeah.
Like 0% mind share. Never thinks about it. Never loses a second of sleep over it. And I'm just like, like, how can I get in that headspace? That seems like it would be very relaxing and nice to be in, And she just lives there. She just exists in that, like, I don't know. I'm like, aren't you bothered by that? And she's like, no. I'm not. You know?
Yeah.
And she, and like, I don't know, she doesn't care about like politics at all. She's like, I don't care who the president is. I'm like, really? She's like, no, really, I don't care. I'm like, but it impacts you. And she's like, yeah, well, you know, it's gonna impact me no matter who it is. So
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, and I don't know. She just has this like, you know, and it's not like indifference. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like it's just this grace of like accepting things she can't change that, you know, I don't know, that I'm envious of.
Yeah.
Because I would be like,
It,
you know,
it reminds me a lot of Bruce Lee's quote of be water.
be water.
My friend.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife's kind of like water.
Yep.
She just flows through life, dude.
Mm-hmm.
She flows, you know, not that she doesn't worry and stuff like that, but it's like, you know, it's about like kids. Like that.
Yeah.
Did the kids do the homework? Whatever. Like she's an in the moment warrior.
Yeah.
I'm like a, you know, essential warrior, for lack of a better word. Which is dumb. Because, like, I worry about stuff I have no ability to impact. Like, you know, she only worries about stuff that, like, she can control, which is probably, like, the smart stuff to worry about. I worry about the, like, futile stuff that you have no shot to, I don't know, whatever.
Yep. No, like that.
Women are smarter than us, bro. Probably.
It took me like 5 or 6 years of therapy to stop worrying so much about things I can't control.
Yeah,
It's hard.
for sure, dude. I'm like, you know, I don't know. I'm getting better about it as I get older, too. Like, the one cool thing about getting older, I have found, is that I'm like, if you're not in, like, my circle of, like, people,
Mm-hmm.
I just don't give a shit what you think.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I used to be all, like, worried about what other people thought of me and stuff like that. And now I'm just not. I mean, not, like, you know, in a, like, screw everybody manner. Just, you know, I've realized that, like, everyone's busy with their own crap and they're not thinking about me at all.
Yep.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
not like in some malicious way where they're like, you know, I don't care about Brian. It's just like everyone's busy. Everyone's living their life. Everyone's like, you know, we spend all this time like worried about like what other people think about us. And as I've gotten older, I have realized like, dude, I've spent all this time like in the earlier days of my life being all concerned about like what this person or that person would have thought about this decision or that thing that I did, or you know, wonder if, you know, wonder if so and so thinks I'm cool, if whatever. And like now I realize no one was thinking about me at all. I could have just done whatever I wanted the whole time because nobody was even aware what I was doing. No one was paying any attention to me.
Ruru2 says, I will always think about you, Internet Man.
Internet man, you always think about me. Don't waste your time, brother. there are far better things that you could be investing your time in.
Humanity asks, are you the Alexander of Alexander PCs?
I am not. I own the company, but I am not the Alexander. Alexander is my son. So I named the company for my son. And who's probably like, I don't know. He gets annoyed with me too. Because like, I tell him all the time that he has to like, you know, put in his very best effort. Because I just feel like the older I get too, the more I feel that like life is more about effort than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And you really do kind of like get out of stuff what you put into it. And, you know, you attract the things that you value and stuff. And so like whenever he does, you know, he's like, oh, I don't want to do my homework, or you know, whatever it is, like typical junior high kid complaining.
Yep.
And I'm like, you know, but you're an Alexander, dude. Like, you know, Alexander has to give great effort. Like it was Alexander the Great, not Alexander the like kind of okay. Like, you know, I was like, you are required to try. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like you're not expected to win every time. You're not expected to like achieve perfection. You are expected to give your legitimate best effort. And I don't know. I'm very strict with my kids about like effort level. Because I think that's, I don't know, like I lacked that when I was little. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when I was younger, and I feel like I would have achieved a lot more in life and like just done better. I learned earlier in life to be disciplined with, you know, the things. Like I always envied my brother, right? Because like my brother was one of those people. He just, you know, he's conflict avoidant, which I'm not. You know, like I'm not conflict avoidant at all. Which I wish I was a little more like conflict averse actually, because sometimes I'm a little too quick to be like, oh, you want to fight about it? You know what I mean? Like whatever. Like I've never been shy about scrapping.
Mhm.
You know, I've always been able to hold my own and whatever. And I've like, you know, I mean, I've taken some beatings, but nobody ever, you know, nobody ever walked away not knowing they had been in a fight. You know what I mean? I didn't always come out on top, but everybody I ever fought with walked away knowing they had been in the fight. And you know, whatever. I think I probably could have been a little more like mellow and a little less like, you know, I don't know, a little less like macho shit, you know.
Yep.
And my brother was always like, you know, no drama, no conflict, you know, like my parents constantly had to like ride my ass to like get me to do my homework and shit like that. And like, you know, nobody ever had to like check up on my brother. Like he just did what he was supposed to do. And, you know, he told me like years later you know, like as we're both adults, he was like, no, it was never about like, you know, I wanted to do my homework or like I enjoyed it or whatever. He was like, I hated that shit. He was like, but it wasn't hard. And it was, you know, like it was just easier for me to like do it than it was to deal with the ramifications of like, you know, getting into a conflict about it. Like he just hated the disturbance of the peace, you know, like he just, his number one goal in life, dude, was to just not be hassled, you know, like whatever, man, just leave me alone. Like, you know, I could have done more of that. Like I always envied like how chill everything was around my brother. You know, he had that like just mellow vibe where, you know, he never got into shit with people, never just, you know, he was always just like, you know, yeah, whatever, you know, like it just wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he was right. You know what I mean? It just like, you know, God, by the time you have to knock down, drag out with your parents and, you know, whatever, and then, you know, they finally get you to capitulate and do your stupid algebra homework or whatever, like, you know, you could have done the shit 3 times in the time you spent bitching about it. And like, you know, I don't know, just I was a struggle kid, you know. I was always envious of my brother because he just coasted, dude, you know.
Yeah.
Like, everything came natural and he just stuff, no drama, no headaches, just doing the thing, going to the next thing, doing the thing, going to the next thing, doing the thing. I should have been more like that. It would have been good for me. You know, like I would have had less bumps in the road. For sure. All right, what do you think?
That's pretty good.
How'd I do? I built the PC, Brad, while I was sitting there talking about shit. I do know how to build computers, y'all. built a whole ass PC while I was sitting there yammering. Dang, yo.
Ruru2 says, whatever, man. Life's too short. Let's go get tacos.
Tacos are what's up. Yeah, life is too short.
Tacos are the answer for everything.
I feel like I still have to like do a lot of stuff though, man. That's what I worry about these days. Is like I worry that like I won't have time to do all the stuff I want to do, and you know,
Yeah.
that's what I worry about now. It's like, all right, that one's done. Bring me the next one. Like Thor. Bring me another one. All right, this one I got. What time is it?
It is 5:35.
5:35. Ooh, man, I got 25 minutes to build this thing.
Yeah.
It's probably not gonna happen, bro. I was being honest. I'm gonna give it the old college try though. Without like, you know, without like rushing through our customers' build. I'm not gonna rush through it and screw it up. But I'm gonna be more. I always say I'm gonna be more worky, less talky. Brad's feeling like Maury over there.
Yeah.
He's like, our data said that was a lie. And the lie detector test showed that was a lie. You said you were going to focus entirely on building the PC and not yammer on and on about inane shit that no one wants to hear. And our lie detector test determined that. Whatever, man. I'm fun. Alright, this is the main. That's the storage. Let's do this thing. Booyah, baby. Graham cracker booyah base. You ever eat booyah base?
No.
No? Oh, I never ate it either. I know it's a thing. I just wondered if you ever ate it. Because I know you're like a food guy.
Booyah base?
Yeah, booyah base. I want to know. Tomorrow we're streaming Ken's build in the morning. Are we doing that in the morning?
Yeah.
Am I doing that or is Jay doing that?
Don't know.
Someone will build Ken's PC on the stream tomorrow morning. Someone's. Swim. Someone who isn't me. No. I kid.
Alright, let's look up booyah base.
Booyah base. So okay, so I'm gonna spell it for you. B-O-U.
B-O-U.
L-L-A. B-A-I-S-E. Did I spell it right?
2 S's.
2 S's. Damn it. All right, I was so close.
Yep.
Is it some kind of like sauce or something? It's not. It sounds Cajun. Seems like it would be like French Cajun. What is a bouillabaisse base?
Booyah base.
Help me out.
Traditional provincial fish soup originating from the city of Marseille.
Marseille. Oh.
Dish made by Marseille fishermen using bony rockfish,
There you go.
which they were unable to sell in restaurants and markets.
All right.
So it's like a fish soup.
Bouillabaisse base. All right. Ha 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 ha. I am French. Well, what are you doing in England? Mind your own business. Why else would I speak with such an outrageous accent?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That movie is the best.
Bonus
I love
points if you get the reference there, chat.
It says the goat, gabagool.
Goat.
I don't think I've ever had gabagool.
I want to have a bouillabaisse now. It actually does not sound good. Maybe a fish soup.
Yeah, well, it looked like some of the modern ones had like
That sounds like a
clams
dish.
and stuff.
Clams. That sounds like a dish, like a classic, like poor people working man dish, you know, like goulash or whatever. That some modern day bougie douchey chef would like put their spin on.
Yeah,
and,
right.
like, you know, like put the gold tinfoil on the steak or whatever.
Oh yeah, ridiculous. He charges so much for that.
Salt
stuff.
Bae.
Yeah,
See, I'm gonna
Salt
start
Bae.
doing that to my PCs.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take like,
the silicon packet.
yeah, I'm gonna take the silicone packet, like the the silica gel from like the graphics card packaging and sprinkle it on the motherboard. Yeah. Hashtag world's biggest douche.
Oh, Gabagool is Capicola. Oh, okay.
Capicola. Coffee in the morning. Cup of coffee. Capicola. Cup of coffee. Whatever. You know, I wanted to be a voice actor. When I
Oh,
was
yeah?
little. Yeah, when I was little, I wanted to be a voice actor. It's weird. You know why I didn't become a voice actor?
Hmm.
I didn't know how.
Oh,
I never tried to be a voice actor because I didn't know how to become a voice actor. I don't know.
Hmm.
I mean, I obviously wasn't like super committed to it,
yeah, right.
but like, you know, when like people were like, "What are you gonna be when you grow up?" You know, and you're like, "I want to be a fireman" or whatever. I was like, "Be a voice actor."
I want to be a robot.
A robot? There you go. I wanted to be a voice actor, dude. I wanted to be like Mel Blanc. You know, the guy that like voiced all
Yeah.
the Bugs Bunny and stuff. The goat of voice acting. He did like Daffy Duck and
Did he really?
I think so. He did. Can you Google that? See how much like Mel Blanc did like all the voicing, dude. Like a ridiculous amount. I could have that wrong, but I'm pretty sure that Mel Blanc did like all the things. I think he was like Bugs Bunny, Elmer Fudd. Legend, man.
Like,
Legend, bruh. Legend. Pretty sure. I have to get a ruling on that. But
all right, he did Bugs Bunny,
Bugs Bunny.
Porky Pig, Daffy Duck, Yosemite Sam.
He did Yosemite Sam and Bugs Bunny. Just think
Yep.
of that.
I know.
Like, what?
Yeah. Foghorn Leghorn.
I'll say. You couldn't do Foghorn Leghorn
No.
anymore.
Nope.
You'd be like, I say, boy. They'd be like,
Yeah.
like, wait a minute, what?
Barney Rubble. Jeez.
Barney Rubble? He did the
Yeah.
Flintstones?
He did the Flintstones and the Jetsons.
No kidding.
He did Marvin the Martian, Tweety,
Oh my
Speedy Gonzales,
God. Fastest mouse in all Mexico, bro.
Woody Woodpecker. Jeez, man, he did like,
The goat. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, he did Tom and, well, how did he do Tom and Jerry?
The literal goat of voice acting, bro. That's what I'm saying. Mel Blanc, dude.
Frito Bandito.
I am the Frito Bandito. You ever saw the Frito Bandito?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I was gonna say. Like, you sheltered man.
I remember a lot of these characters.
A lot of these characters, dude. Do you remember Slowpoke Jose from Speedy Gonzales? I was like,
No.
I was like an adult before I realized like that mouse was just high. Slowpoke Jose. And he had like the bloodshot eyes.
Oh,
and
yeah,
everything. I realized that they were just caricaturing her and it's like being high. You know, like
He did Tasmanian Devil too.
seriously?
Yeah,
Dang, dude.
I love Taz.
The goat, bro. That's what I'm saying. See? That's crazy stuff Mel Blanc did.
Elmer Fudd too, man.
Elmer Fudd.
What's up, Wolfie?
I killed the wabbit.
Yeah.
Killed a wabbit. Killed a wabbit. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Yep.
1001 Rabbit Tails. Killed a wabbit. What? Season. Season. What? Season. I don't know, man.
When did you send it, Wolfie? Was it just now?
What the heck, man? Why is it not? Oh. I'm like, why is that not threading? Why is that not threading? There we go. It wasn't like biting.
Yeah, that's good, Wolfie. Go ahead.
That was definitely not threading correctly. You know what I mean? Oh, I
Yeah.
know why. Because I'm an idiot putting them on upside down, Brad. I'm like, why is that not biting? And because I'm putting it on upside down, idiot. What a dope.
Speaking of voice acting, Uncle Phil was Shredder. Really?
What? Shredder from the Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
All right, Brad. Pop quiz. Who were Shredder's sidekicks in the Ninja Turtles?
Oh my god. I know it was the Rhino.
The Rhino? Come on, dude. Come on, Brad. Brad.
Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank.
Brad.
They're silly names too.
Come on, Brad. Brad. You can do it, dude. You know this, Brad. And you know this,
Oh
man.
my god.
Like Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
Friday. And you know this, man. Remember that? Did you ever watch Friday? You
Yeah,
watched
yeah.
Friday. Yeah, you had to watch Friday, right?
Yeah.
Of course you did. Didn't everyone watch Friday? You'd have had to watch Friday.
I watched Friday well after it was out.
Yeah. Friday
and when
after
that
next.
came out, I was like,
Friday after next or whatever.
yeah. Oh my god.
And you know this, man.
I don't know the names.
Bro, come on. I'll give you one. Rocksteady. Rocksteady and Bebop.
Oh, Bebop. Okay.
Bebop and Rocksteady from the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Fired, Brad.
That's
I got the Ninja Turtles.
what finally got me.
That's one of my favorite stories about when I worked in automotive for like years and years and years. Is when I worked with Larry Newman, and Larry wouldn't talk to me until I watched Deadpool. Literally wouldn't talk to me. My boss would not talk to me until I watched Deadpool, and for like 3 days he didn't talk to me. And he'd be like, "Did you watch Deadpool?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Okay." And then he literally wouldn't talk to me the rest of the day. Then he came in the next day and he was like, "Did you watch Deadpool?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he gave me like a quiz about Deadpool. And I didn't know the answer, and he was like, "You're a liar. You didn't watch Deadpool." He's like, seriously, don't talk to me until you watch Deadpool." And I was like, "What? Like, this guy's so weird, man." And he legitimately would not talk to me until I watched Deadpool. And yeah, that was a real thing that happened. Wild.
That's funny.
It is funny.
Yeah, Uncle Phil was
In
the voice
retrospect.
actor for Shredder.
Really?
Yeah,
Dang, dude. That's some wild shit.
that's crazy.
That is crazy.
He did the Rambo cartoon as well.
What?
Who
Bro,
did-
I'm super pissed off at this thing. This thing is not. Bradsky, what are we doing here? This thing is not threading correctly. Is there another one of these? There's not. This is the Intel hardware. I think I have a piece. I think I have a piece that's threaded wrong. I think I have a piece that's threaded. Maybe I don't. Give me a second here. I'm gonna need a ruling on this. I'm gonna have to get a replacement CPU cooler, Bradsky. If I can't get this I can't get this thing to thread right.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm gonna have to like. Can you run in the back and grab another AK-620
Yeah.
digital, and then this little piece out of the, bring me the AM, just bring me the whole thing.
Okay.
And because this thing is not threading correctly, and it's not gonna sit right on the IHS if it doesn't thread right. So we're not doing that. I need to get a. I'm making sure. I'm even looking at this just to make sure I'm not screwing it up. Cause I never can remember which side the Intel and the AMD are different. And I never want to be looking at one when I mean to look at the other one, whatever. You do have to take these things off in order to mount the hardware. So this is the screen. You do have to disassemble these to.
Brought a white one. Does that matter?
No. No. Does not matter. But if this bracket's not gonna sit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the fan sits on top of these brackets, so this has to be screwed down tight. And they give you AMD and Intel mounting hardware for each one. So what I'll do is I'll steal the AMD hardware from this one, and then we'll just have to use this cooler on an Intel chip. I'm super annoyed at that. WTF, Deep Cool? What is this? Can't have that in a machine. That is no way it'll get to the customer in one piece. It'll be jacked during shipping. Guaranteed.
Oh yeah.
Guaranteed. If it,
Humanity asks, "What's your take on artists that become unpopular, canceled? Can you separate the artist from the art?"
I think that you are only cancelable if you allow yourself to be canceled. Because I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, I'm never gonna do the trip again because she endorsed," and like, you know, I don't think she gives a shit.
Yeah.
You know, because like everybody that's come out and been like, "Oh, I'm so sorry for what I said," or whatever, people are just like, "It's not,
Yeah.
it's not okay." And then everybody that was like, "Yeah, I said that, fuck you."
Yep.
Everybody was like, "Oh, that guy's an a-hole," and like, and like, you know, because who got canceled? That was like, everyone's apologize, and they're like, "No,
Yeah.
who got canceled?" Because everybody that said no, and you don't want to buy my shit, don't buy my shit. You know, you don't agree with me, cool, bro. You know,
Yeah.
like Dana White. How
Mhm.
many times have they tried to cancel Dana White?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a million, and Dana White's been like, "I'm uncancelable." Like Eminem, right? Eminem's not cancelable.
Yeah.
He's not. I don't, to my knowledge, he's never apologized for anything.
No. Not
Yeah.
really.
I mean, not really. I think maybe he said like, "Oh, I shouldn't have said that," or
Yeah.
whatever. But I mean, dude, how many times has he used like slurs
Oh yeah.
in his music and stuff like that? And they've been like, "Oh, you know, he talks about beating women and all this stuff," and he's like, "Don't listen."
Yeah.
Like whatever. So that's my answer to the question. I don't think you're cancelable unless you allow yourself to be cancelable. I think you just, you know, or people or there. I think there's been a couple of cases where people are like, "Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. My bad." Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But I think you can realistically only be like canceled if you let yourself be canceled. And you know, I would be uncancelable. Because if people were like, "I'm not going to buy a PC from your company because you voted for Donald Trump," I'd be like, "Cool, don't buy your shit from me then." Like, you know, but if you were like, if you wanted to have an honest discussion with me and you were like, you know, I have serious differences of political opinion with you or whatever, but, you know, I want to buy a cool PC and get great customer service, even though I disagree about literally every issue with you, I'd be like, cool, bro, buy a PC. And if you have a problem, we'll take care of you. And if you need warranty support, we'll hook it up. Like, you know, I don't, like, if somebody calls and they have a tech support ticket open, I'm not like, make sure he's a Republican.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Make sure you voted for Trump, bro. Or don't give him support. Like, you know, we're a business. Like, you know, we're going to take care of all our customers and hope they say nice things about us to other people who will then hopefully become our customers too. But I just don't, you know, but I would also say, like, if you are the kind of person that would, like, not want to buy something from my company because of something like some personal opinion that I held or whatever, I'd be like, hey, you're a dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because I wouldn't. Like, you know, I mean, if I thought that, like, you know, I was looking for, like, a product or service and I thought, you know, such and such a product was the best product in that vertical or whatever, and then I found out that, like, you know, the owner of that company, like, gives a bunch of money to, I don't know, some organization that does some shit I don't like, I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm not, you know.
Yeah.
Like, if I found out that, like, you know, yeah, I mean, my wife, you know, like, we have Honda, you know, like, we drive Hondas in my house. Like, we have a lot of Hondas. You know, Erica's car is a Honda, Maddie's car is a Honda, Denise's car is a Honda. Like, you know, we like Hondas because they have good lease programs, and, you know, we lease our cars because nobody drives enough miles to, you know, whatever. And I know I have lots of people that work in automotive that I know personally and stuff. I've worked in that business for a long time. And, like, I mean, if I found out that, like, Honda gave money to something I didn't like, I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm not gonna buy a Honda again.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be like, oh, that sucks. You know what I mean? But I'm not, like, I don't know. I'm also not that I don't, but it's not that I don't pay attention to that stuff, because I do pay attention to that stuff. I'm very plugged in, like, politically. I'm very aware of, like, what organizations support what things and stuff like that. But it isn't like, you know, I don't make purchasing decisions like that, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I would not, you know, refuse to do business with XYZ company because, you know, the CEO, like, gave money to, I don't know, some organization that I hate, you know, Planned Parenthood or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, all right, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want a good deal on a lease automobile that's reliable right now. I don't know. I mean, other people may have different opinions, and, like, that's the cool part is I don't have to agree with people to, like, break bread with them or do business with them or whatever. Like, I have tons of friends that have way different political opinions than me, you know? Like, still friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I just, whatever. It requires no mental gymnastics for me at all to think that, like, somebody may not share my opinion or agree with me on something. Like, it's just, I don't know. Isn't that just what adults do, bro? Like, we just don't agree on stuff. You know, I'm actually gonna leave this off until it's time to. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, but I think canceling people sucks. Like, you know, why would you cancel somebody? Like, I actually think you're a bitch if you try to cancel somebody. Like, you know,
Yeah.
oh, somebody said something I don't like. Like, toughen up, dude. Yeah, I mean, I guess if what they said was, like, super egregious,
Yeah.
then I would be like, oh, yeah. I mean, if Taylor Swift came out and said, like, you know, we need another Holocaust or something, I'd be like, whoa! you know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, okay. I mean, you know, like, there's lines you can't cross. I get it. You know, and I'm in favor of that. Like, there's a zone you should not be allowed to go into. And you know, like, you gotta, but I mean, like, if somebody has some difference of opinion with you and you're gonna, like, I mean, it's totally your prerogative. Like, you have a right to not buy something from somebody or not support an artist or something if you don't like their flavor. But I also think, like, you know, oh, this person said something mean about a group that I identify with, and now I'm gonna, you know, like, shut up, dork.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's too much of that shit. Like, you know, have your opinions. You know, for sure, have your opinions. This is what it's all about. Like Dana White. Like, you know, I think Dana White dumped an 8-figure sponsor from UFC. Because they like he said something on like his personal, and it's Dana White. Like, you know, I don't know if you guys. So Dana White is the founder, one of the founders of the UFC. He's still the president of the UFC. You know, he's like a personal friend of Donald Trump's. Although I wouldn't call Dana White a conservative by any stretch of the imagination. I think Dana White is very libertarian. UFC has never ever muzzled any of their fighters as far as like what they're allowed to say in like press conferences and stuff, because like all kinds of UFC athletes have said all sorts of controversial shit in UFC press conferences, and Dana has never ever like muzzled a fighter or said you can't say that or whatever. Like, I mean, people have said some outrageous stuff too, and he's always been consistent that it's like, you know, it's free speech, dude. Like,
Yep.
you know, you say whatever you want. Like, you know, we may not agree with it as an organization, but like, we're not gonna like say, oh, somebody's not allowed to say that or whatever. Like, you know, if somebody wants to get up at the press conference and be an a-hole, like, you know, you're representing yourself as an a-hole, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, sucks to be you because you're a jackwagon. Like, but if you're the guy that's like, you know, I don't know, like, say you were, you know, I don't know. Say you were like a part of some group or something, and like somebody said something bad about your group, and then you were like, I'm not in that. Like, you know, come on, man, really?
Yeah.
Like, you know, are you really gonna like not wear Nikes anymore because Phil Knight said something? You know what I'm saying? Like, or you know, LeBron's a Nike guy. Like, LeBron said some dumbass shit. I mean, nobody cares because he's LeBron, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm sorry, dude. Like, I just don't care what Taylor Swift's opinion of politics is.
Yep.
Like, I really don't care.
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't, like,
It's weird to me that people would care.
yeah. It's almost like, hey, this popular person's on my side.
Right.
Like, it strengthens my argument. Like,
Yeah, it has
no,
nothing to do
not
with
really.
the actual argument. Like, you know, somebody, I mean, I get it, like somebody with a platform, and I don't know. I mean, it's easy for me too to like sit here and say like, because I've said like stupid shit that I don't mean. Like when I'm, you know, having an argument with somebody, or, you know, like we've all said that one thing to like a friend of ours and then been like, ooh.
Yep.
You know, like, my bad, dude. I didn't, you know, shouldn't have actually said that to you, or, you know, whatever, and felt bad about it and whatnot. But like, I don't think that makes, I think it doesn't make you a bad person to say dumb shit sometimes. Like, I mean, you're a dick if you don't apologize for it. Like, once you realize you said something stupid and you don't apologize for it. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's an interesting topic of inquiry or whatever you want to call it. Like, but I'm not a cancel culture guy, man. I'm a fan of, like, you know, having discussions with people about stuff we disagree about, because I find people's opinions about stuff to be interesting too. I can't tell you how many times, like, I don't have all the same opinions about stuff that I had when I was 20. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it may shock some of you, but, you know, I'm 43 years old. I don't hold all the same political views I did when I was 20. Some new information has come to light.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I don't get why you're not allowed to change your mind about stuff too.
Yep.
Yeah, like, and people are like, well, you used to say, like, yeah, bro, I used to say all kinds of dumb shit. I was an idiot. You know, like, what, did you not learn anything over the last 23 years? What have you been doing? Like, really, you still hold all the same views that you did when you were 20 at 43? Like, all right, bro, must be cool to be perfect. Like,
Yeah.
that's not a real person. Who doesn't feel differently about something than they did back in the day or whatever? Like, you just, I don't know. I think the real problem we have is that everybody would rather, like, we're in this, like, era of righteousness, and it's super annoying, where it's like, bro, I'd rather be wrong about something and, like, have a better outcome than, like, have the satisfaction of saying I was right while I suffer some consequence that sucks. Of me. Like, what do you think's gonna happen? Bro, I think, so-and-so is gonna win the election, and the other side's gonna be super pissed off and riot and, burn down the cities and whatever. And, like, I don't want to be right about that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather be wrong, bro. Than, like, suffer some horrific outcome. But we're in this, like, weird place in society now where, like, people want to be like, right. Like, okay. I would rather be incorrect but not have a crappy outcome.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to be wrong about a lot of stuff that I actually think is likely to happen. I hope it doesn't. It'd be way better for everyone if it doesn't in some cases. But we're in this weird, cultural milieu where, like, everyone's obsessed with being right about stuff, and it just seems weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, would you rather be right or miserable? I'd rather be right. Like, I'd rather be right and miserable than wrong and happy. What?
Yep.
I don't know. We're obsessed with being right. And, like, and I think that's what's led to the, where, like, and these politicians and all these people, like, they play these, like, weird, like, language word games. You know what I mean? Like, Hunter Biden's laptop is, like, an example, and the 51 intelligence officials that said, we didn't say it was Russian disinformation. We said it has all the hallmarks of a Russian disinformation campaign. We didn't say it was Russian disinformation.
Plausible deniability.
Correct. Yeah, but and again, whatever side of the issue you're on, you know what I mean? Like, you get all these weasels up there and watch this. I want to open the salt patch.
Yeah.
You get all these weasels up there that do weasel shit, and they parse words, in, like, irritating and intellectually disingenuous ways, and I just don't think it's in any of our best interests for that kind of stuff to continue. But it's like, I don't know, but people would rather be right, so they, like, twist words and they twist facts and they, so that one side can go on a debate stage and be like, crime is down, and there's, and then their journalist team can fact check it as true, and the other side can be like, well, yeah, it's only down because there's 8 major cities that are no longer reporting statistics, and if they were, it would be up, and, like, we don't even know what's really true anymore, and that's what sucks. Is that we have now, like, competing sides that are both so hell-bent on crafting the narrative that suits their viewpoint and fits their purpose and, in the moment, that we don't even have accurate information anymore. Like, back in the day, at least we had a commonly agreed upon set of facts. And I feel like we've gone backwards in that we don't even have a commonly agreed upon set of facts anymore. And if you can't even have a commonly agreed upon set of facts on which to operate on, like, bro, you're going nowhere. And, like, that's why we just need to get rid of all these people.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, adults have to get in the room and, like, and I do wonder, because there's so many, like, content creators out there that, like, work in, like, the personal development and leadership space and stuff like that. And they put out, like, amazing content. And these are people that have, like, built big organizations, and they're very successful. and they put out great, like, you know, truly like inspiring, helpful content, you know, for other people to consume. And I genuinely believe that like a lot of these people are good people and they see it as like their purpose to help other people get better and whatever. And like, why do those people don't run for office? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know, like, bro, like Tony Robbins, you know, like why isn't Tony Robbins like running for senator? You know, and I mean, like, bro has helped how many people like make their life, like improve their lives. You know?
I think the political machine would just eat him up.
But see, I don't feel like it would. Like,
No?
I feel like somebody like that could get in there and like change the machine. Like, you'd have to get a group of people like that.
Yeah.
You'd have to get like, you know, like Tony Robbins and David Goggins and Andy Frisella and Ed Milet, and you know, you'd have to get like you know, like successful, you know, not political. I used to think Mark Cuban was like that. You know, or like, you know, like an Elon or somebody like that, I think
Yeah.
would, like, I think that's what you need to like fix the system,
Oh yeah.
because it's not,
The normal people.
well, the system itself is good.
Mm.
Like, the system is great. I truly believe that like our system is like the best system that was ever contrived by man, but we don't run our system the way it was intended to be run. Like, the people that are in the system have now corrupted it and bastardized it to suit their own purposes, and you know, whatever. Like, we don't have the, you know, the real, you know, we don't have the real like American experience of government anymore, and it sucks for everybody because, you know, just everyone has their own agenda and everybody's on this team or that team, and like, I don't know. I follow it because I'm fascinated by it all, and it is like inarguably important and impacts everybody and stuff. And man, I don't know. But yeah, it's a super long answer to a cancel culture question. Like, you know, I can rant. I'm a ranter. What time we got?
It is 6:13.
Oh, I didn't make it even close, Brad. That's way too much talky. Way too much talky. Not enough worky. I do like the ranting though. Rather enjoy ranting.
Short game. I will get the specs up on the screen in just a sec.
I mean, you've worked with me for a while now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm genuinely, I'm not a judgy person now. Like,
Yeah.
I have tons of friends that have like very different opinions about things than I do, and I can still get along very well with these people. Like, not, you know, I'm very much an adult in that people don't have to agree with me all the time. Like, you know, you don't have to agree with me on everything to work here, which is cool because no one would work here.
This is a custom, I believe.